families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part of our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feed program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown fresh.
Good evening and welcome. Trying to figure out some audio difficulties. I don't think we figured it out yet.
And now, introducing our Fayetteville. Starting at now, at guard, 5'6" junior number 4, Charlie Rollins. At guard, 6-foot freshman number 30, Peyton Connell. And starting at forward, 6-foot senior number 32, Mariah Moss. Our Bulldogs are coached by Eric Portman, Morgan Luther, Gail Springler, and our head coach, Vic Rimmer.
Good evening and welcome. We've had some audio difficulties, but thank you now for joining us. As we get here, we already have points scored in the game, but we welcome you now. As we got them all fixed, we're ready to go. And that shot up no good. Coming the other way, Connell saves it, and now Wildcats will have it. 2-0 our score. The Bulldogs off 2 free throws score. MacArthur inside, outside. McKinley Campbell for 2. Cannot get it. Gets her own rebound. Guarded by Coachman. Welcome. I'm Connor Jenkins. Joining alongside me, Mr. Park. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, glad to be here. You can already tell it looks like the pace right now is going to favor these Wildcat girls because it looks like an up-and-down ball game right now.
And a block called, and one play, McKinley Campbell. She'll go to the line to shoot another for the old-fashioned three-point play. 7:07 left to go in the first period. We apologize for the audio difficulties, but we are back. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television proud to bring you this presentation of Lady Wildcat basketball.
McKinley with a great drive right off there to start, and I mean she took some contact and still got that hoop to fall.
Whitney Brown now with it, the 1-2-2 press of the Wildcats, seeing if they can keep the Bulldogs on that side of the court. They break it, not easily, but they break it in time. Now in their offense with 20 seconds on the shot clock. This is a story. Mariah Moss against Owens. Doesn't get the first, gets her own, puts it back up, no good. Rollins with the putback gets it to fall. Charlie Rollins, if you remember from last year, she tore up her leg. Was injured for most of the season, but she did hit a game winner early in the season against Northside.
Yeah. Hard foul right there. Madison Campbell hitting the floor there. She's tough. She bounces right back up. Wildcat throw in.
And I was talking with someone earlier. There's two sides to the coin with these two teams. You've got one that is willing to go 12, 13 deep, and one that's only going to go about 7 to 8 deep. it's the battle of depth, but it's also the battle of foul trouble if you're the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to get up and down the court and run the press like we have. But here we are, one foul only for us right now.
6-3, our score, a 3-point advantage for the Fayetteville Purple Dogs, who are wearing pink currently, breast cancer awareness. Every single member of the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Maya Haney shoots up the three, doesn't get it. This is a personal game for Maya Haney. She comes from the Fayetteville feeder system. Talked to her last year. It was one of her circled games on that calendar. I assume it's the same here. Cottle, mid-range pull-up, gets it to fall. Peyton Cottle, the freshman phenom for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. We've seen some of her, both of us. She can play.
Yeah, I mean, that was the great thing about the NWA Classic being held at Har-Ber. We got to look at a lot of teams that we're going to play this year.
And that's 2 early fouls on Mariah Moss, the big girl down low for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. And look at this change by Coach Vic Rimmer, who is a seasoned basketball coach. He will take out Moss, and he'll play Har-Ber way.
You're right. Yeah, you tell their lineup got a lot smaller right here, probably a little quicker.
Yeah, they put in senior guard Kyra Ball, who is much more height challenged than Mariah Moss is. McKinley Campbell outside. Jazz MacArthur rims out, no good. Haney tried to save it, but it will go to the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
I was hoping Jazzy was going to knock that down right there. That would have been a big start for her. Here we're already down 5 right here, and you can't fall behind against Fayetteville, especially when they got a whole bench that could come in and keep running.
And their starters are not anything to laugh at either. I mean, you got Sanaya Coachman, Cottle, Rollins, who can hit you from deep, and then the experience, I don't know, better word to use, of Whitney Brown at point guard, who will set you up. She is the floor general for Vic Rimmer. Then you look at the other side, more experience for the Lady Wildcats than they had last year, and they split the series with Fayetteville last year, and basically both teams returning most of their personnel.
Yeah, these are going to be 2 teams that are going to contend for the big-time basketball at the end of the season.
They are, and I looked at it earlier, and you'll be very happy to hear this. The Har-Ber Lady Wildcats ranked 3rd in the state, according to the Democrat Gazette. It is one of the highest rankings they've had in program history. And you know who they're behind? Conway and Farmington. Only 2 people they're behind.
All right, well, that's giving us good credit because there's some good basketball going to be played in the 6A West.
There is very much so. Fayetteville also in that top 10. So these are 2 top teams in the state going at it here today. MacArthur, Haney gives up MacArthur. Back inside Haney, going up for 2, blocked away by Cottle, but will stay on the baseline, and this is where the Lady Wildcats like to do some work as well. Their baseline out of bounds plays, they're either going to go directly at you, get the ball in, or going directly at you again. So this is something to look at if you're them. Gets directly inside, blocked away. The shot clock shouldn't reset, but it should have more time.
We're going to adjust. It looks like we're putting 1 second on there.
Yeah.
That's going to be a touch.
That's why the quick shot right there by Owens. And some already discussions happening down low. These are 2 get-up-in-your-face teams.
Yep.
You expect some little chatter here to start, but how will it progress? We've seen that multiple times through the season. Brooklyn Owens has been a little bit of the bruiser, if you will, for the Wildcats, as well as Jazz MacArthur. You got to shoot it immediately. You got 1 second. And just didn't know. I think Coach Shingens, I heard her from my right ear with the headset off. She was saying 1 second, you got to shoot. And Owens thought she had more.
Situational basketball, you got to know what's going on every second, literally every second.
Every second matters in basketball, especially for a very fast-paced game like we are about to see. 9-3 our score.
It's probably why she wasn't aware. They're not used to being down in the shot clock.
Exactly. Cottle now with it. She's guarded by McKinley Campbell, who was an all-defensive player in the 6A, as well as Madison Campbell. Whitney Brown going inside for 2, doesn't get it. Campbell with the rebound in stride. It's 3-on-3. Now 1-on-4. And Madison Campbell will get a blocking foul called as she was the aggressor against Cottle.
That's it. She's a whole new girl this year. I'll tell you, she's not scared to take it right to him. She's gone from being the freshman baby to being to being a leader on this team now.
And there's two differences in freshmen. The freshmen that come out swinging or the freshmen that you know have the ability to swing but aren't just there yet. You had McKinley Campbell came out swinging. You had Madison Campbell. You know the punches are coming. You better prepare for it. And they are coming this year. She's done a great job. She averaged 6 points per game last year. She's up to about 12 this year, doubling her average.
Ione Henry in for the Wildcats.
Inside MacArthur. She had a shot if she wanted it. Decides against it. That's a senior guard that could lead this team in scoring if she could get going. Haney misses the three. She's 0 for 2 from the three-point line. Owens comes out early. Ione Henry in for her. Crone up top, guarded by Madison Campbell. And Crone will throw it out of bounds. That'll go the other way. Good defense from Campbell.
Really good defense right there by Madison Campbell, doing it on both ends of the court.
And this is something that happens when you have two high-paced teams like these teams. You think it's going to be a score palooza, but then it just turns into who can make more shots and who can play the best defense, and that's what it starts out here.
And rebounds. Rebounds are going to be really important in this game.
Second chance opportunities as well. That one rims out. Maya Haney.
On cue.
On cue, and that will stay with the Wildcats on the jump ball. They'll get the baseline out of bounds. 3:27. First quarter, 9-3 our score. MacArthur will inbound.
Wildcats keeping it within 6. It feels like a closer ball game right here as fast as it's been up and down.
And you saw it, I don't know if you were watching as much with the Bentonville West game with Har-Ber. They couldn't buy a bucket. They just couldn't get the ball to fall, but their transition defense led to their scoring and led to them ultimately winning the game by double digits. But against a team like Fayetteville, the shot's got to fall as well.
Right.
It's got to be an adjustment. I know Coach Jenkins saying they went 1-11 from three-point territory in that game. She said that is unacceptable.
Yeah.
We will not do that again.
Yeah. Madison Campbell with another good drive there. She'll be on the line shooting 2 right here with 3:25 left to play here in the first quarter.
And if you're anything but loyal to the Springdale Athletic Foundation, you know we have a second game coming up after this one. It'll be our Har-Ber men's basketball taking on the Fayetteville Bulldogs, who are two very heavy hitter teams in the state. Fayetteville actually in top 5 rankings in some of the rankings I've seen in men's basketball. These are two very good teams. Deffenbaugh will join us at halftime to talk about that. We'll get to ask him some questions. 9-4 our score now. Coachman now with the ball, guarded by McKinley Campbell in the full court. Getting up in there. This is the same age girls right there. That's Coachman's a sophomore as well. I think people forget that. She was one of the freshmen in our league that played very well last year. Terry. Up, guarded by MacArthur. She got clipped by the screen, but McKinley Campbell with the swipe down. That's something that our guards do very well at Har-Ber is the swipe down.
Yep.
They don't get any contact on the arms because they're just going completely within their body in the middle. So if a player puts it in the middle, it's getting swiped. Gets it inside. Coachman. She gets trapped in the corner by Henry. Needs a man to help her.
Out of bounds over there.
Yep, on the ground, out of bounds, and Fayetteville will turn the ball over with the defense of the Lady Wildcats.
Exciting. We've got it down to 5 points right here, but it feels like it's been a while since the Wildcats have made a bucket.
Made a field goal at least. That one, no tip from Fayetteville Bulldogs, just a stray pass from McKinley Campbell. You don't see much of those from the sophomore sensation guard. I like coming up with those little, what's that called, alliteration. Look at me.
Look at you.
That's English.
How about this Jumbotron here in the gym?
I love it. Fayetteville's always had a very nice gym, I will say. Now, when you hear Purple Rain after the game,
no
I don't
comment.
know. Wonder why that is. McKinley Campbell will bring it across 12-4 as Crone hits the three. A balanced scoring approach for Fayetteville here to start. Owens will come back. She'll be replacing Haney, and you've only seen the Wildcats go one more off their bench. Only played 6. Fayetteville has put in 3 already. They've gone 8 deep. 3. Madison Campbell with the ball, guarded by Brown. Gives up Henry. Now you got McKinley Campbell on the left side with Coachman. Looking for the back screen. Now MacArthur on an island up top. and cannot get the shot. And the referees, they're letting a lot go, but you kind of like to see it.
Yeah.
Because then foul trouble is not as much of an issue. You can play physical. You hope they keep it that way.
Well, it's 5-2 fouls. Fayetteville has 5. We have 2. They weren't going to get another one right there and go ahead and throw in the bonus, I guess. It looked like a little contact.
At 12-4, our score, 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. We'll stay right here in the 30-second timeout. And you saw the Bentonville West game was a frustrating game for the Wildcats, but now you come into a week where frustration cannot play a factor. The snow day, or inclement weather, if you will, the sophisticated way to say it, affecting this game now being on Monday. And then who do we got tomorrow at home?
Bentonville.
Yeah.
Coming to town.
2 of the top teams in our conference in men's and women's basketball.
Yep. In back-to-back nights.
Back-to-back nights. And then you've got another game on Friday. It's a 3-game week for these teams. Bentonville actually, by the way, has the bye today. So it is not a 3-game week for Bentonville. So they will be rested for tomorrow.
I think we're off Friday night.
Are we? Okay, good. Madison Campbell inside, and she will get clipped going up by Sanaya Coachman. That'll be 2 free throws for Madison Campbell at the line, and something we've also seen the Wildcats struggle with is some free throw shooting. They've made a lot of adjustments. They've gotten better, but it has been an emphasis in their locker room.
Yes, Sanaya Coachman plays a lot bigger than a sophomore, doesn't she?
She does, and she's lengthy and pretty tall for a sophomore. You wouldn't assume
and
that
growing.
She's a sophomore.
You know, you're looking right here. She's 5'10" already. You know, she's
guard.
Yeah.
5'10" guard. And the tallest player on the Wildcat team is a 5'10" post in Jasmine Rojas.
Right.
5'11".
Yeah,
maybe.
really great seeing these teams again. We got to watch Fayetteville play 3 games just a couple of weeks ago, so it feel like we really know the teams.
Yeah, Tulsa Union, Greenwood, North Little Rock, the NWA Classic. 3 very good games for both the team, or for all 3 of the teams in the NWA. Bentonville, Fayetteville, Har-Ber was a great classic hosted by Har-Ber. Brooklyn Owens fadeaway jumper cannot get it to go, and Cottle looking to push. The trap was sent, but it was not sent fully. Coachman pull up jumper, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Campbell, tipped away. And Coach Jenkins saying attack. You haven't seen the Wildcats get downhill as much as they need to here to start. McKinley Campbell trying to change the tide. And they're asking for a foul.
Yeah,
Fayetteville has started out physical on the defensive end. Cottle going inside against MacArthur. MacArthur tried to pull a little bit of the contact, but Cottle finishes the layup.
Yeah, Peyton Cottle with a real good finish right there. I don't know if she's left-handed, but that layup looked like she might be.
McKinley Campbell pull up 3, and that's who you want to see get going. If you're the Wildcats, she can spark an offense and really spark a defense. But right now, a frustrating first quarter for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, Law, 12.4 left to play here in the first, and we have 1 field goal.
14-4 our score. It's one of the score. Okay, they fixed it. They had 17 up there. I was like, I'm counting in my head. I don't know if I'm that bad at math, but 8 seconds, no shot clock on. Coachman up top now guarded by Madison Campbell. Sends to the corner, Rollins. She can shoot it and misses that one and rebounded by McKinley Campbell. And if you're going to say anything as Coach Jenkins right here, you got to say, okay, that sucked. Don't replicate it in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you took a punch in the mouth right there, and we'll see how they respond when we come right back after this little break.
Exactly. We'll be right back.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back to the Springdale Athletic Foundation Television's presentation of Lady Wildcat basketball. I'm Connor Jenkins, joined alongside by Jared Park, and we've got some action for you. A fresh 8 on the second quarter clock, a 10-point deficit for the Lady Wildcats here in Bulldog Arena.
I think it'll start with defense for us, and here we get it right here. Let's get our offense going, get up and down the court, and man, we got to get that ball in the hoop.
And the defense starting off, but the offense is the real key here. How can the Wildcats start on offense different? And this is what the Bulldogs switch up. They start in a 2-3. They've been in man the whole first quarter, and now they switch up the look, trying to slow down the Wildcats yet again. MacArthur looking up top. Now skip pass, McKinley Campbell being guarded up by Whitney Brown.
Coach won that reach call right there again.
Rebound on the backside, and that is something that is always going to be there for Lady Wildcats. Backside rebounds, backside lobs are going to be there because the zone is so focused on the shooter. MacArthur, you'd like to see her hit that, though. An 8-point deficit now for the Lady Wildcats. Whitney Brown up top, and the referees are letting a lot go. And I kind of like it, I kind of don't, I can't tell yet. They let that one go. This is
As long as we know what is on both ends the same,
exactly.
We'll adjust.
And it has been.
Our scrappers will start getting after it.
Yep. And McKinley Campbell getting after it on that one. She gets on the board for her 5th point. She's got 5 of the 8. Coach Jenkins yelling, let's go.
Reamer wants to talk about this right here.
Well, Coach Rimmer, he comes out into the second quarter. We'll stay right here with the 30-second timeout. Comes out in the second quarter, and he slowed him down with the man, but now he switches to the zone, give a different look, and honestly, it hasn't worked yet.
You think he's over there coaching the zone, or you think he's saying let's get back to man-to-man?
I think he would stick with the zone for maybe another possession or two. When you're with the zone and there's 4 points, and then you maybe force 4 turnovers, you're living with the 4 points. Now, you give it about 2 more possessions and they've scored 4 more points, then I might get out of it.
Here come the Wildcats, going to pick it up full court right here.
But if it's not your primary defense, then get out of it. They don't know how to run it, then you have to get out of it. 55, which is a full court man, or at least that's what I call it, 55. Coachman gives up ball. Maya Haney set to check in for the Wildcats at the next dead ball. Cottle looking for Coachman, gets it inside. MacArthur almost had the block, but Coachman gets the basket. The length of Coachman.
Yeah, it wasn't for lack of effort right there. She got up on that one.
Testing the trampolines in her shoes. Madison Campbell coming off the screen, fakes the 3, gives up MacArthur. Looking at a little bit of a handoff situation up top. Owens trying to size up ball, gives up MacArthur. Madison Campbell skip pass, 3 from deep. Doesn't get it. Owens with the offensive rebound inside to McKinley Campbell. Trying to size up Rollins.
I think that pass might have been to Ione. And
it was. That was to Ione Henry, but McKinley Campbell was the cutter there, so she assumed it was for her. Maya Haney will come in. Ione Henry will come out. Mariah Moss with her 2 fouls will come back into the game. So if you're the Wildcats, you want to attack Mariah Moss because she can change this game offensively for the Bulldogs.
Especially with us lacking in some height and some size.
She is one of the only true posts in the 6A West that we have seen. Going inside, Owens breaks it up. The good defense off the screen. Numbers in advantage of no one, and that one thrown out of bounds.
Started really with Jazzy MacArthur down here on a close-in right there. Made her uncomfortable. Give up the turnover.
Wildcats get it inbounds to McKinley Campbell. Left side, MacArthur to work. She's not really sizing up as much as you'd like her to. Haney sizes up Moss, goes inside for 2. That's a good move from Haney, just couldn't get it to fall. MacArthur with the big girl rebound.
Beast mode.
And now McKinley Campbell back up MacArthur. Madison Campbell pulls another 3. Short, no good, and that will come the other way. Owens saying, let's push the tempo. Sends over Rollins, and you can hear Coach Jenkins yelling, fly. Fly meaning let's just run. Run, jump. Moss going inside, blocked away by Owens. And Owens, she might not be your prototypical post player, but she has a rim-protecting presence for this Wildcat team.
Yeah, and she's not scared to get in there and bang, and she's
No.
not scared to get in there and talk.
Yes. Yeah, I like to call it a bruiser. She can be a bruiser when you need her to. She can be a finesser. And a 5-second count called, and that is where we talked about defense starts it, offense ends it. You've got to do that if you're the Lady Wildcats. You've got to replicate it and put possessions together. Full court pressure here by the Bulldogs. McKinley Campbell beats it, but tipped away, and that will stay with the Wildcats. McKinley Campbell talking to the referee, asking for a holding call on the Bulldogs, saying they're grabbing her jersey. It has been a pretty physical game between these two teams here to start.
In Fayetteville with a bigger bench, that makes these kind of games big. You get one a little hot-headed out there, going to pick up some bad fouls and stuff. You can pull them out, give them a little talk and whatever. But again, our bench not quite as deep. And yeah, Fayetteville on cue. Somebody's going to come over here and get a coaching moment and a breath.
Terry will come into the game replacing Coachman. Get it inside to Campbell. That's what the Wildcats decide to do on most of the sideline outbounds. Just get the ball in, we'll run the offense. Madison Campbell inside for two. You'd like to see her get aggressive. Honestly, excuse me, you'd like to see most of the Wildcats get a lot more aggressive offensively. 4 of your starters average double digits. You'd like to see them get near that. Rollins misses. Haney with the rebound, tipped away by Crone, and that will go Wildcat way. Gracie Davenport, a three-point shooter off the bench, will come in, replacing MacArthur.
Coach Brandy over there with the good catch on the sideline there as Lily Crone crashed into the bench.
Coach Brandy Davis of the Central Junior High Warriors, a Wildcat presence on the bench always. She is always here for this Wildcat team, along with assistant Autumn Lim and as well Josh Tarver.
That one-team family.
One-team family is the Lady Wildcat motto. Hold on the floor. That will be assessed to Rollins.
Yep, Charlie Rollins.
They said 4, and I couldn't tell if it was Rollins or Campbell, but it will go to Rollins. A 6-point deficit not in favor of the Wildcats. 16-10 our score, 3:49 left to play in the first half. It's really been a dogfight, if you will, or a cat and dog fight. As Owens gets inside, tipped away. Now Davenport driving. Back out Owens. 2-3 zone back again for the Bulldogs. They've been switching a lot. Haney back out. Davenport, she'll line up the 3. Doesn't get it, but you like to see that shot off the skip from Haney.
And it looked real good up here from the perch that we're sitting in.
Inside. That was wrapped up nicely. No jump ball
I
called.
thought jump ball right there.
I don't know if it was technically counted enough to be a jump ball. That might have been the reasoning behind that one.
I don't know these days. It's just 2 people touching it.
Coachman will come into the game. Brown will come out. So exactly what you said earlier. A little talking to, put him back in.
Yep.
Coachman's a sophomore. That's a teachable moment. Cottle to inbound. Gets it inside Crone. She had position. And that is Crone. We saw in the NWA Classic. Crone worked her way into the starting lineup. Has not worked her way out since. McKinley Campbell gives up Owens. Now Davenport, who's not afraid to shoot the ball, but you kind of like that in a little bit in this scenario. Back out Haney, gives up Campbell. Owens has some breathing room, goes up, nothing called. It will come the other way, and they're going to say that Owens tipped it out too. The refs have stayed consistent. You got to give them credit. They have stayed consistent. They've allowed a lot of physicality. There is only 1 foul called in this quarter alone, and I think there's been, if you're calling it tightly, way more than that. McKinley Campbell against Coachman on her backside, blocked away, but nothing called.
She got a lot of ball right there, I think.
But Campbell, I think, was aggravated, and what she's saying is that she rode her hip down the court, because that's a technique you put them on your hip.
That's right.
That's what the frustration Coach Jenkins
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Welcome back. The Lady Wildcats have it baseline out of bounds. I don't know what the discussion was. I thought it was blocked out. My bad. Davenport, the double is sent, gets to Owen. She's up top, guarded by Ball. Fresh 25. Maz Campbell, guarded by Terry, driving inside. She has a little bit of a size advantage, tries for the nifty finish, and could not get it. The Lady Wildcats are frustrated on the offensive end. Only scoring 10 points, and we're 2 minutes left in the half.
Got to keep shooting those so you get layups. We want them to shoot them all day long.
Coachman hits the three, 21-10, as McKinley Campbell coming the other way. Looking for Owens post-up. Owens does have the size advantage. Now against Coachman, not so much. Here Coach Diggins saying move the ball, but I didn't think she meant a turnover. Coachman going for two, gets it to fall. And Sanaya Coachman starting off aggressive. She's got 11. That's more than the Lady Wildcats have combined.
Looks like Brooklyn's going to earn a spot over there for a coaching moment right here at the dead ball.
She will, and that is a foul called. That is the second foul called in the quarter. That one assessed to Kyra Ball. It'll be on the shot. Haney will shoot two. They've got games playing behind us in the other gym, too, so I got noise overload.
Keep thinking the whistle's going.
Yes. Haney misses the first. Henry will come in for Owens, like you said. MacArthur will come in for Haney at the next break.
I mean, we got 1:43 left to play here in the first half. We had shrunk it down to 8. Really felt like we were closing it up, and then boom, it's right back up to a 13-point lead.
When you can't put the ball in the hole, it's hard to make it competitive. Lady Wildcats frustrated on that side of the court. Defensively, they've held this team to 23, and this is a high-scoring offense.
Yeah.
At the NBA Classic, we saw it, I think, get 70 plus. So
and we're short at the line what we normally are. I feel like they're letting them play a little, which is good or bad, whatever you want to call it, but that's where we can survive a lot is free throws.
Mm-hmm. McKinley Campbell guarding the ball up top. That's your leading scorer of the game is Sanaya Coachman. Now Cottle. They double Cottle. Coachman, deep three. That one short. Crone tried to save it, but it will be out of bounds. And you love an effort player like Crone. That is something that she is, every time I've watched her, this is the fourth time I've watched her, she gives it every single time.
Yeah, and she's gaining in confidence. We can see just in the couple of weeks since we saw her last, she's gaining in confidence.
You can see some frustration by sophomore guard McKinley Campbell. She thinks she keeps getting fouled in the full court, which it's physical defense, but the adjustment at halftime I'm assuming will happen where she's going to give it right back or she's going to just go at him. Sometimes you just got to go. Davenport fakes a three, now gives up MacArthur. She was ready to shoot and just doesn't get it. A frustrating start for MacArthur as well. Can she turn it up defensively? Brown now with it. Has one to beat. Now Rollins, up three, good. Charlie Rollins, the late closeout results in the three, and McKinley Campbell now with it. Gets the screen, sent over, Madison Campbell. Fakes the three, driving inside, floater up, no good, rebounded. Put back up again, and she gets it to fall. Madison Campbell, she's got 7. She leads all scorers for the Wildcats. Or she's got 5.
By far.
as Whitney Brown now has the ball. She's got 5. That board is messed up. That's what I'll say. Whitney Brown now with it. No shot clock on. She's got it up top against MacArthur, who's using the measuring stick. Against MacArthur. She doesn't jump. She puts up the shot. Great defense by MacArthur, and that will end the half. And the Wildcats, sorry, I've been coming off a sickness, but the Wildcats go into halftime scoring the last bucket. So you've got to be able to take the momentum and replicate it more and more and more.
Yeah, like you said, we just got to make some field goals, my brother.
Yeah, field goals and then continue some defensive pressure, even turn it up a notch. You know the physicality is going to be allowed.
Yep.
Then match it.
Yeah, quit crying, just turn up the heat.
Yes, as we will go into the halftime break, we'll be right back here with Lady Wildcat basketball on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
Welcome back, Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, as we have Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh joining us up here. Coach, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for always having me, Connor. I look forward to it.
Yes, sir. We're going to hopefully get this all season. You never know what happens. But let's talk about it. Bentonville West, that was a nail-biter game down to the last second in overtime. Very competitive. What do you think about that game? Give me your thoughts on it.
Well, they did some things to us that, you know, we have to get better at. They double, triple team Cortland, and we've showed him on film. They did a good job scouting him, and he's got to give the ball up. No doubt about it. You know, when 2 and 3 guys are running at him, we got guys that can play. We got guys that can make shots. So that's what they did, and it threw us off a little bit. So we've worked on it. We've talked about it. We've had some tough meetings. So hopefully tonight, if Fayetteville, if that's our game plan, hopefully tonight you'll see some adjustments, and hopefully he'll make the right read and the right pass. Hopefully to the guys that can knock shots down.
And if you're an opposing coach, you see that game and you're like, oh, how can I replicate it? But if you're you got to think. Your depth was a little bit challenged that game as well. You had Marley foul out, Taven Bledsoe foul out. Those are 2 of your main defensive and just starters, period. Yeah. Marley got going a little bit in the third quarter, then fouls out in the fourth. What was their subtractions from the game? How'd that affect you?
Well,
guys?
I had to go to B.J. Grundy, you know, yes. and the guys actually asked, you know, told me, he said, Coach, we got to go with B.J. B.J. can guard. I'm gonna actually go with him tonight in the rotation. He had a big 3 to put us up, and he can defend. He's got some toughness to him. He's a kid from Texas, and he's got a little toughness to him. So I'm gonna give him a try tonight and just see if that will help us defensively. Because the one thing Fayetteville we know they got good shooters, and they all can handle it. They're very skilled. So, but they're not tall. You know, so B.J.'s a 6'2" guard. So most of Fayetteville's players are guards. So hopefully, you know, putting him in the starting rotation will just bring something to us defensively, and hopefully we'll see that tonight.
And we've seen some of the teams you've played that are a little more guard-heavy in the state, like Little Rock Central. You fared well against them because, like you said before, you'll put your guards against a lot of the guards in the state. This is, like you said, a guard-heavy, a little bit of post play, but not much. What do you think about this team here tonight?
Well, like I said, you know, you're talking about a Fayetteville team that's on the roll right now. They won a lot of games. I think they're 14, 15, and 3 or 4, something like that. They played Southside. I'm trying to look at who did I watch him play against? It was Coach Pot Scout. So I've seen them play. They played Heritage. That's right. They played Heritage their first game. Then they haven't played. So I got the Heritage tape out.
Yeah, they got the bye.
And they got the bye. So they're skilled, Connor, and they're athletic. They're not tall, So hopefully, like you said, we're not a really, really tall team, but we're definitely not a small team.
You're taller at your respective positions than most.
Exactly.
With Mulder at 6'5" at point guard.
Yeah, exactly. And Hayden's as a guard, he's a 6'6". So we have height that can match anybody's backcourt. We just have to. We got to match defensively everybody's offensive competitiveness. Everybody's coming at us offensively. And I thought the number 10 for West really hurt us, making threes.
James.
Yeah, making threes, and we went through over the scouting report. We knew he was going to come off screens, and we didn't handle it real well. So hopefully tonight, Marley won't get in foul trouble. Hayden doesn't get in foul trouble. Taven doesn't get in foul trouble, and we'll be able to play those guys a lot more minutes and keep them on the floor.
And then you look, and I know you don't like focusing on the next games, but when the next game's less than 24 hours away, it's not ideal. You look at the inclement weather last week, and then I don't know if we thought about this one, but you got Fayetteville, Bentonville back-to-back nights, 2 of the top teams in our conference. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, what am I going to say? What am I going to do, Connor? I mean,
that is 2 very good teams.
Really good teams, and with less than 24 hours to prep. But it's the hand we're dealt. We got to go play. They're not going to change it. We opted to try to move the Bentonville game to Wednesday to give us 1 day prep, but I said no way. We're going to play the game on Tuesday. So it is a home game. So hopefully that will bode well for us, and we can prepare. It's our home gym. Normally we play well at home, so we just got to take care of business tonight. We can't worry about tomorrow. We got to take care of business tonight, and then we'll deal with tomorrow.
And then I got one more question for you. Sorry for keeping you so long. You've got the home opener tomorrow. You're 1-1 in conference coming into this game. You're 50-50 right now, but you've also got obviously Bentonville. You still haven't played Springdale. You've not played Fayetteville yet, so you've got some teams left to go. What's kind of your outlook, but also your approach with just knowing your guys and how they're faring in the 6A now you've seen some games?
I told the guys, win or lose tonight's not going to make or break us. Yes, give us 2 losses, but there's still 13, 14 more games left in conference play. They still have to come to our place. You got Fayetteville have to come to our place, and West will have to come to our place. So you always got to take care of home base first. So if we can sneak out or squeeze out a win on the road, either here or wherever else we go, we thought we had that one at West, let that one get away. You got to try to steal some games on the road, and then you always have to take care of home base. So hopefully tonight will be one of these nights that we can get one, and then tomorrow we'll be at home, and then we can just keep it rolling.
First time Jabari Washington's back with the wrist injury that he did suffer at Fayetteville. The last time you were in Fayetteville, it was an upset for Fayetteville, so this has got some animosity between these 2 teams, obviously. So this should be a fun matchup. Thank you so much, Coach, for joining me here tonight. And
thanks,
you've got personal connections with Fayetteville as well, too. So
sure
this is going to be a fun night, and good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Go Cats.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Har-Ber Lady Wildcats starting the third quarter. I'm Connor Jenkins alongside putting on his headset, Jared Park.
So glad to be here.
Fresh 8 on the third quarter clock. The Wildcats start with it. McKinley Campbell inside, tipped away, will stay on the baseline. Already a different offensive approach to start. And we've seen when the Wildcats get a little frustrated on offense, they start going to McKinley Campbell. That's who they go to. She will get them rolling. Hasn't been able to as much here today, but she's going to work right now. She's already taken the first 2 shots of the second half, and she sinks the second one.
Cuts it to an 11-point ball game right here.
And the trap being sent. Coachman against MacArthur, has a whole side to herself, sends back out. Brown going in against Moss. Moss sending, but stolen away. 2-on-1. Lady Wildcats going inside against Coachman, puts it up. And they call a travel from up top. Not the worst of calls. It's either a foul or a travel. It's one of the two. You've got to call one of them. Definitely a sliding of the foot. Could have been called by a foul. You never know. Coachman inside. Owens. She'll get the slap down.
Yep. She learned. She said, if you're going to do it big.
Well, that's one of the things that I know Coach Jenkins preaches. We don't give and ones. We don't hurt anybody, but we don't give and ones.
Not a bad philosophy. How about Jazzy MacArthur down here on this end a minute ago right there, creating the turnover inside.
Just being physical.
Yeah.
You've got to match physicality
I'm Mariah
with
Moss.
physicality.
There's a little bit of a size advantage there, you'd think.
Yes. What does a big dog do when a little angry dog comes at it barking? It doesn't like it.
Hey, and the old saying is it doesn't matter the size of the dog in the fight or the cat. It's the size of the fight in the cat.
I love it. Because we're Lady Wildcats, yeah. Sent over MacArthur, looking for Haney. She's trying to post up on the block. I love it. Madison Campbell back out. McKinley Campbell. Sizing up Brown. Going inside for 2. Puts it up. Gets it to fall. When she gets a right side to work with, well, she comes up a little shaken.
Yeah, she landed right on her knee. It made a big thump. I could hear it through my headphones.
Going inside, Moss puts it up for 2, doesn't get it. Rebounded by the Wildcats, down by 10, looking to push. MacArthur doesn't have numbers. She says, I don't care. Gets it to fall. Jazz MacArthur inside for the big girl finish.
Yeah, big time. She used her body to protect it and made that easy little basket right there, or made it look easy anyway. It was highly contested, and here she is on the line shooting one.
That's something as a small guard. Now, a lot of people view a small guard as a disadvantage, but in women's basketball, it is an advantage if you know how to contort to get a foul call. That will stay with the Lady Wildcats, tipped off of Coachman.
Good hustle play right there by Brooke Owens.
So Wildcats down by 8. Is that math? Yes, down by 8 now. McKinley Campbell will inbound. Gets inside Madison Campbell. They've gone to McKinley Campbell a lot here to start this second half. Haney going inside baseline. She had it. Back out Madison Campbell. 3 up, 3 short. That's the shot you wanted her to take, though.
Yeah, got to follow that shot, though, right there and get the rebound just in case.
Thrown to Moss, now to Brown. She will be the floor general. You can't really pressure her as much.
Yeah, no, it's good senior guard right there, and she's got handles.
She's been here, it seems, more than senior. As Rollins wide open, and that is a shooter that is not allowed to get open. It's for the Wildcats.
You could hear a lot of coaches in the NWA Classic making sure you're guarding up on 4 right there.
Yes. Gives up Owens. She's got a little space. She wants more of it, though. She goes inside, and a travel called again. And that will go the other way. The Wildcats have started more aggressive, still not getting shots to fall as frequently as they would like.
Yeah, and we got it down to 8. It jumps right back up to 11, with a good shot there. But, yes, the Wildcats look different. They're taking it right to the basket.
Cottle guarded by McKinley Campbell, who's in the grill of Cottle, will force the jump ball, and that is another advantage of a little guard. Against a taller player, a 6-foot freshman in Cottle, just got up under the ball.
I like the look at her eye here in the second half. McKinley knows that she needs to be our girl, and she's willing to step up to it.
The foul called on Jazz MacArthur. She's frustrated, but it is not enough landing space for Coachman to come down. Cannot restrict the landing space. That's a cardinal rule that has been emphasized a lot more this year in the 6A. Gets inside to Coachman, looking for Cottle against Haney, and the foul called on Haney. Haney will pick up her first, so now every Wildcat in the game has a personal foul. If you told Maya Haney she'd pick up her first foul in the third quarter, I think she would have been very excited.
I bet that was Coach Jenkins' emphasis at halftime was, hey, let's start getting it after it. You can't take these fouls home with you.
Exactly. 30-19, 11-point advantage for the Fayetteville Purple Dogs with 5:22 left to play in the third. Cottle at the line. She'll shoot one more. She'll miss the pair. Haney with the rebound. She had one hand that was tied up. She still got it. MacArthur now with it. Gives up Owens now. Madison Campbell, they're trying to post up Brown down low, but the help defense is kind of threatening. McKinley Campbell, three, no good. And, yep, that is a foul. Haney was in the air. Brown carved under and will pick up the foul.
Calling it on both ends just like that.
It's exactly the same call from down there, not giving landing space off the jump. Owens will inbound off a box set for the Lady Wildcats. Owens looks for McKinley Campbell, looking back to Owens. Gets hit from behind. Campbell, three, up, three, good! That's a good sign if you're the Lady Wildcats. Now down by 8, and that is the first three that Madison Campbell has hit.
First three that the Har-Ber Wildcats hit today, I do believe.
That is correct. You're very correct with that statement. As they break the Saran wrap from 3. Rollins now with it. She can break the Saran wrap too. She's done it multiple times here tonight. 2 threes on the night for Rollins, guarded by Haney up top.
Great job by Haney up there to make Rollins give up the basketball there.
And she's shading more her way as well, not staying in help as much, and that's what you're supposed to do against a shooter. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Coachman puts up the frustrating shot, and the Wildcats get a good defensive possession. Campbell to Owens in stride. Now Madison Campbell, and one play! And the Lady Wildcats have a heartbeat here in Bulldog Arena.
Chance to cut it to 5 points right here with a free throw. I mean, it looks like a completely different team right here in the third quarter. I don't know what she talked to them about, but maybe she could start that off as a pregame speech.
Well, you never know. I don't know the words that were said there, but it might not be the best of pregame speeches to start. I don't know that one. But the Wildcats looks like they got in transition. They pushed the pace.
Wildcat basketball.
Exactly. And they got in transition. They played good team basketball. You had 3 Wildcats touch the ball on a transition break. That's a good sign. 30-25 now our score, a 5-point lead for Fayetteville. But as we've seen tonight, it's a game of runs. Can the Wildcats sustain it, or can Fayetteville push it back up?
It is nice to see it down to 5 instead of down to 8 or 9.
Yes, this is the lowest we've gotten in a while as the Lady Wildcats. Brown with it against MacArthur. Both offensive and defensive players making contact here. Brown inside, no call made. Something that has happened all night. This is not an unseen thing. McKinley Campbell in transition. Going inside, dribbling back out, sees some daylight, says, let me take it. And 2-point ball game. Timeout from Coach Rimmer. And you see Coach Jenkins, she might be, and I'm not trying to expose her here, about 50, but she is getting some energy.
Yeah, she looked like a high schooler bouncing up and down that sideline right there, and she has every reason to. We got a 2-point ball game with still 3:31 left to play here in the third, so that is cutting into that lead quick.
And we'll take a quick commercial break, but we've got much more to talk about, much more to see, and another game on top of it. Don't go anywhere. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. We'll be right back.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings. Shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
3:31 left to go in the third quarter. 30-28, a 2-point ball game in favor of Fayetteville here in Bulldog Arena. Mr. Park, for people now just joining us because they just now are witnessing a game.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. How has the Wildcats fought back?
I mean, 4.5 minutes of playing Wildcat basketball. They looked aggressive, taking it to the basket. And, hey, we finally made a three.
We have hit a three, and we've hit 2 threes now. McKinley Campbell
That's right.
hit the three as well. So the Campbell twins have 1 3 each, and those are the only threes of the ball game for the Lady Wildcats in a world where the three is way more prevalent than I know you would like. Crone knocks it down, and an answer from Lily Crone. The junior guard hits the shot. That's a good silencer, but the Wildcats keep their momentum offensively. Against Kyra Ball, McKinley Campbell, spin move back out MacArthur. Now Owens, she sizes up. Now inside Madison Campbell. They like the guard-to-guard matchups that Madison Campbell gets inside. She's a very physical, plays above her height player, and they like putting her back to the basket against the smaller guards of Fayetteville.
And what I loved right there, she didn't put the basketball on the floor right there.
No.
She was going to do a spin move right there and try and get a shot off or a pass out here to the wing, but no dribble, so no chance at a steal with all those swatty hands.
But it was in traffic, so she keyed in on traffic. Haney, back out 3. And that one no good. It kind of looked on point for a little bit, and then nothing but airtime. Coachman lines it up. That one knocks down. Coachman has been solid here tonight, and it's back to 8 automatically.
And the sophomore doesn't look surprised at all that she just nailed that from about 22 feet.
No, I have seen her in the summer. We both played at Springdale Parks and Rec. She puts the work in. Her father, they do a lot of work, a lot of shots. Yeah, that family puts a lot of work in basketball-wise. That foul called, Madison Campbell go to the line. You touched on that in the first half. You didn't think they got to line enough.
Yeah.
I agree. And right there, Madison Campbell changing the narrative.
It's that change in attitude right there. Okay, we're going to get bumped. We're going to get fouled. They're letting us play. Let's get nasty.
It's also the attitude of no empty possessions. You're down by double digits at halftime. No empty possessions coming into the second half. They haven't had many, if any. Davenport will come in. Haney will come out. This is a all-shooter lineup now. So this is a lethal pass-out team. And with McKinley Campbell at the helm at point guard, you might want to watch out if they can start hitting them.
Yeah. If we can spread out and let her drive. And Madison, too. She's showing a lot of confidence tonight.
A 7-point game. Madison Campbell misses the second, made the first. Coachman guarded by McKinley Campbell, who's trying to get the hands in the cookie jar and tips it out of bounds. Active hands right there from McKinley Campbell, just jabbing, seeing where she can make contact with the ball.
Yeah, up in the grill defense. I mean, our man-to-man, you can tell we're tightening it up right here.
Gives it over Terry. And right now, this is a Coachman score lineup when you look at it. Crone inside for 2. Doesn't get it. It rims out, but rebounded by Fayetteville. That was Crawford who got the rebound. Back out ball. She goes inside for 2. Blocked away, but foul called on Gracie Davenport. That one will go to Davenport. That's her first. So every Wildcat that has been in the game has picked up a foul now. Only 7 of them. Well, Brown and Cottle, 2 starters for the Bulldogs. 2 of their better players will sub into the game now. Ball hits the first.
And that's the thing. Every time you hear the buzzer for Fayetteville over there, they're just reloading. You know, they're not dropping down any, and we've gone about 10 deep over there on that bench tonight.
Coachman comes out. This is more of a balanced scoring approach with Brown in, but Cottle should be the emphasis if I know this team.
Yeah.
That one misses.
Cottle and Brown.
Cottle and Brown. Brown doesn't normally kind of impose her will offensively scoring the ball wide, but she definitely makes her impact known with her point guard skills. Madison Campbell gets the screen up top from Owens, sizing up ball. Now Campbell, she'll shoot up the 3, rims out, but a rebound goes directly back to her. Now Madison Campbell. McKinley Campbell fell down the play. She's been on the floor a lot more for comfort tonight. Goes inside McKinley Campbell against Cottle, comes around the screen, and just kind of had a little funkiness on that one.
Ooh, I thought maybe that was blocked out of bounds there, but
quick subs again. Coach Rimmer, He'll put in Coachman. He'll put in Rollins.
Well, they've stretched it back up to 8 right here. They're going to try and keep that going.
Henry will come in as well. She'll replace Davenport. More defensive-minded is Henry. Brown now has it, and this has not changed. Jazz MacArthur has picked her up all night. You can see her talking just a little bit, too. That is a Jazz MacArthur defense. Smile and a little bit of talking. And the measuring stick. That's always her. Up top, Coachman gives up Cottle. She's been silent and not for long. Peyton Cottle sinks the 3.
Just as quick as we got it back down to 2 or 3, they've jumped it back up to 11 points here with 40 seconds left and running.
Two very volatile offensive teams. Wildcats have been kept at bay here tonight so far. Madison Campbell says no. No. She answers back against Cottle's 3. Now she's guarding Cottle. Brown has a right side to work against MacArthur. She sends back out Rollins. No closeout, but they faked her. Owens in transition. Has McKinley Campbell. Fakes the 3. 10 seconds, so she'll pull out for last shot. Down by 8. Wildcats could use a bucket to swing the momentum. Going inside, back out MacArthur. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. 3, no good. Jazz MacArthur got caught a little too far out from the basket and got caught in decision-making time with 1 second. Couldn't get the best shot there.
She knew she didn't want to jack it from 23 feet, so she had to try and drive and get that little runner off. She got it off.
She wanted to try to draw the foul, but couldn't bait enough Cottle, so she just had to take the shot. As we will go into the fourth quarter, Wildcats trail by 8, 40-32. We'll be right back here. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part of our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us. Partner with the Springdale Athletic.
Welcome back. A fresh 8 on the fourth quarter clock. 40-32, an 8-point advantage in favor of the Fayetteville Purple Dogs.
Wildcats are going to start off with the basketball here.
Jazz MacArthur gives up Madison Campbell. They're looking for a quick hitter for McKinley Campbell. She'll come around 3, rims out. And that has been the story tonight from three-point territory. Just a lot of close ones. As Sanaya Coachman doesn't make the close one there. Madison Campbell will be fouled. Yes, the foul call. That one will be assessed.
Coachman.
Oh, no, Whitney Brown. Whitney Brown got in there and will pick up the foul. That's her first.
McKinley brings the basketball up court as we set up our offense.
Jazz MacArthur now with it. Looking for Owens. She got some daylight. Owens has been too quiet. She's got 0 points. Not a normal sight for Brooklyn Owens. Gives up MacArthur. MacArthur also, she's got 2. Back to MacArthur. She's got a right side now. Owens. That back tips. Got to take it. And got blocked, I think, on that one.
Still shot clock violation, though.
Yes. So no score. That is the down and back already. So we just wasted a minute. Nothing's really happened. 40-32, still our score. Whitney Brown guarded by MacArthur at half court. And you see MacArthur, she switches up the hand, trying to keep the 5 count alive. That's her hope by switching up the hands. Another good defensive stay against Coachman. MacArthur pull up, mid-range, in transition. And you'd think sometimes that's not the best shot. She practices that shot a lot.
That's jazzy shot right there.
Exactly. Her feet are more comfortable at the pace. Henry They're going to call a blocking foul. I think they're right.
She was leaning back.
Foot.
There was a chance I thought that maybe they might get that offense for creating the contact, but Ione was moving backwards.
Yes, I saw the sliding foot. Whenever you have one part of your body moving in a charge, and it's not the best thing to have to even get a charge.
Little thing called momentum gets in your way.
Yes, exactly. Trying to survive beforehand before you even get hit. As that one rims out, no good. Gracie Davenport will come in. And this is, like I said earlier, this is the lineup, the spacing lineup. If you're McKinley Campbell, you love to see it, but you'd also love to see them going in. She'll play off the ball initially, though. You see her already back as Whitney Brown will take another free throw. And that one rebounded by Madison Campbell. She'll look to push. You haven't seen Mariah Moss be much of a factor in this ball game, which is different from last year where she was torching the Wildcats from the block. McKinley Campbell wide open, has got some daylight up top, cannot knock it down. I don't know if she expected to be that open.
Yeah, I think last year when we played them, we tended to be a little more half-court minded. This year, we're going to get up and down.
Well, you had a player like Delaney Roller who could do that in the corner, who was solid, or even more than solid from three-point territory. This team runs a lot quicker, wants to get more possessions. Davenport going inside, back out McKinley Campbell. She'll shoot up the three, doesn't get it. It's been that night. Rebounded, though, putting back up is McKinley Campbell. She'll be fouled. Draw the foul against Cottle. That's Cottle's second. McKinley Campbell will go to the line. Maya Haney will come back in at the break.
You mentioned no points for Brooke, but she's doing all the little things right there. Like she created that ball. She tipped it out of a Fayetteville hand, which give McKinley a chance to get in there and pick up the trash is what I like to call it.
Everything else that a player could do other than score the ball, Brooklyn Owens has provided for the Lady Wildcats. McKinley Campbell will get that one to fall. Davenport will come out. A little bit of offensive, defensive substitutions possibly for Lady Wildcats as Davenport can launch that thing. You already see her going to the front of the bench. That's definitely the reason.
That means you're going right back in usually.
Campbell sinks the free throw. And now a 7-point ball game. Campbell had the steal, trips up, and will go back to Fayetteville. But the full court pressure of the Lady Wildcats will be probably a mainstay for the rest of this game.
You would think so.
Cottle coming the other way. Has Rollins in the corner. They're not leaving her. They decide to let the pull-up jumper happen, and Cottle knocks it down.
Yeah, and she knew it too. As soon as she shot it, she was running back the other way. She knew that was money.
Campbell against Cottle, gives up MacArthur. MacArthur will set up the offense. The luxury of the Lady Wildcats, you have 3 point guards playing on the court basically. Madison Campbell, McKinley Campbell, Jazz MacArthur. They can all set up an offense. Madison Campbell inside, blocked away by Cottle.
Good aggressive play, taking it to the basket right there. There's Cottle again.
And a foul called from behind. They'll assess that one to Haney, I assume.
Going to be her second.
It will go to Haney. And our score, I mean, this is a 9-point ball game. As Maya Haney picks up the foul, Cottle will go to the line to shoot 2.
Minus our big run, they've managed to keep it right here at this 8-9 points pretty much all night. Time for a Wildcat run.
Well, like you said earlier, time for the Wildcats to play Lady Wildcat basketball. That is something that in that run they did to it personified their run. They played the way they need to play. It hasn't really happened outside of that 4-minute window.
All 5 Wildcats have 1 foul apiece right here. It's probably time to turn the heat up and earn a few more of them.
Owens against Ramsey. Ramsey's first minutes of the night. Good solid bench player for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, she looked great in the NWA Classic.
Sends back out Madison Campbell. Wide open 3. Doesn't get it to fall. Whitney Brown in transition. 2 guards coming. And that one tipped out of bounds and will go Wildcat way. It will go off the hand of Ramsey. 4:36. It's plenty of time to go to work if you're the Wildcats, but you've got work to do. Down by 10. McKinley Campbell with it. Wildcats have only dropped 2 games on the year. Conway and Little Rock Central, the 2 state championship teams from last year. And that one tipped away. Cottle with it. MacArthur looks like she was primed for a screen. Instead, will pick up, or not screen, a charge. Instead, will pick up the foul.
Jazzy playing tough right there. I mean, she outsized right there. She still tried to go up and get that, and she made it a good enough foul where it's not going to be an and one. It's shooting two.
Coachman and Terry will come back in the dead ball, as well as Haney. Cottle sinks the first. Brown will come out. Ramsey will come out. I mean, the substitution method of Rimmer, or of Coach Rimmer, has changed from previous years. You never really see him go this deep, but obviously he feels like he has the personnel, and I would have to agree with him, to go this deep.
Well, the deal is he's not as senior loaded as he seems to be every single year. Like we do have a couple of starting seniors, but we go a freshman, we go a sophomore, we go a junior, so they're young. He's getting those young girls a lot of minutes.
Davenport almost had the three. They're going to call a foul on Fayetteville.
No, they're going to call that on Jazzy.
Yep, that will go to Crone.
All right.
They're calling out. I saw him point at Crone on the ground. Bulldog faithful not happy. And a timeout called by Coach Jenkins and the Lady Wildcats. That'll be a full timeout. 4 minutes left to go, half a quarter, and this is the ball game. 48-36, 12-point advantage. The Lady Wildcats out of the timeout. Will they respond? We'll see after a quick commercial break.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause.
Welcome back. 48-36. Nothing's changed. 4 minutes on the fourth quarter clock. Wildcats have it off a box set on the baseline. They were looking for Campbell. They get it inside to Campbell. Back to Madison Campbell. It's too many Campbells. Going inside for two. Might have got hit. Wasn't called. Davenport tries to save it, and it gets back. McKinley Campbell, three, wide open. Doesn't get it again. Haney doing the work down low, and she will get fouled. There was a lot of calls that could have been made, but you do look at the rest of the sample size of this game. It has been a physical matchup so far. A lot allowed.
It has. That whistle come, but it sure seemed like it come late.
But, I mean, like we said, one of the biggest things with referee crews is consistency. They have been consistent first quarter through fourth with the physicality they have allowed. Maya Haney will sink the first free throw. Brooklyn Owens will come back quickly. She'll replace Davenport. Only seen the Wildcats go 7 deep. In this ball game, you've seen the Bulldogs go about 10 to 11 deep. Different number.
Yeah, I think by the time Ramsey came in, we were definitely in double digits.
Agreed. Now a 10-point ball game. This lead in double digits for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Cottle had it in transition. The Wildcats were ready to trap. She gets it out in time. Brown up for two, and that's a senior guard doing senior work.
Yeah. I'm surprised we hadn't seen that earlier in the night, but you can tell it is senior time right here with 3 minutes left.
Haney gives back Madison Campbell. Now McKinley Campbell. Owens, you'd like to see her get going. MacArthur fakes the three, driving inside. Back out Madison Campbell. Going inside for two again. Another block called. Madison Campbell will go to the line to shoot two. Seen a lot of those. I don't know if we've seen a charge here tonight. A lot of blocking fouls called.
3:08 left to play here in the fourth. We're down by 12 again, Connor.
Got to make some leeway here due to the Lady Wildcats. Madison Campbell with the first free throw. It starts with making free throws as the first one is missed.
Yeah, those points with the clock stopped are big for us right here.
And the second one good. Brown now has it. Brown guarded by MacArthur. She gets it across. MacArthur saying, please count. I'm doing the work. Gets inside Cottle. Or outside, I should say. Cottle guarded by McCampbell. Now Brown guarded by MacArthur. Owens against Brown. And blocked away Brooklyn Owens. And she's gotten, that's her second block, third block of the night. As she is listed as a forward. She'll play guard in college.
Yeah.
She's committed to Drury University. Going inside to Coachman, blocked away again by Owens. I think they'll credit her with that. And Crone just goes up.
My Haney with a hand in there.
Got her hand stuck in the cookie jar. Didn't come out with any cookies. And that'll send Crone to the line to shoot 2.
We got oh, there they just noticed. Jazzy was sneaking down here to this other end.
She was sneaking too.
Yep. Dale Striegler doing a good job over there.
Davenport will sum in. Haney will come out.
Trying to get another 3-shooter in there.
Well, you've seen that a lot too with the offensive or defense substitutions. You like Haney down low on defense, but you love Davenport offensively. The offensive rebound, Brown fakes the 3. Going inside, blocked away, Madison Campbell. I think she might have said something too to the student section, but hey, got to show some grit.
Yeah.
Trying to get it inside, Coachman looking, gets it to Crone. The ball is loose, MacArthur on the ground. Brown recovers, and inside for 2. She is fouled in a game where we have seen less fouls total. We've seen more fouls this quarter than we've seen in the total game. 5 fouls on each team.
I think he called that a missed basket foul.
And after the fact? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Whitney Brown sinks the first free throw. That was a very sophisticated way of saying that.
She's really taken over the ball game the last 2 minutes for them, and she's doing a great job.
She'll sink the second. She's got 4, but all 4 in this quarter, and strong moves into the basket. McKinley Campbell with the Wildcats trailing by 13. Something's got to change.
Starts with a good 3 right here. Let's go, ladies.
Owens against Cottle. Going to work. Spin move inside. Foul.
Cottle's going to finally pick one up, it looks like.
That'll be her 4th personal. Brooklyn Owens will go to the line. She's scoreless in the ball game, looking to end that, and she misses the first. Maya Haney will come in. She is for the shooter, so she'll come in for Owens at the next dead ball. Owens sinks the second, and there will Haney. She'll come in.
Owens finally got that lid off. She got her first point right there with just 2:08 left, 2:06 left to play here in the 4th.
And the full court pressure, now the trap being sent. McKinley Campbell steals it, gets hit immediately. That'll be 2 free throws. And that is something the Wildcats, you got to turn it up. It's got to happen.
Yep.
It could have happened at the 4-minute mark, but then you didn't want to get too sloppy offensively.
Yeah, but I bet we see a lot of full court man-to-man from here on out.
It's got to happen. The trap, it's called a fly, or I guess it can be called a fly defense, a run and gun defense, if you will. Just start jumping. Just start jumping.
Well, we finally picked up our 5th, so it'll be bonus after this. Both teams now.
Campbell will have the first. I don't know why everybody jumped on that one, but she sinks it. Now down by 11, looking to cut the lead down even more. Down to 10. 2:03. Haney with some contact down low, nothing called. Wildcats putting on the pressure. They get it inside to Brown. The double team being sent. They get it to Crone, though. Crone in the full court. Now sends it, and that's a turnover. The pressure is starting to mount. And let's see if it can really mount up offensively as well. That's what the important thing is.
Yeah, got to be aggressive here on offense. We can't just stand around the three-point line and hope for something good to happen. You got to make it happen.
And look, it's got to be quick as well. McKinley Campbell speeding it up a little bit, now slows down. She's got to go. Going to work. Back out MacArthur from 3. Doesn't get it. It looked on pace. They'll get Haney.
They're going to get Haney right here. Haney's working hard.
She got a freebie earlier. She did hit. But that should not be free throws, as it is an offensive foul.
It's still a hold.
If it's a hold, okay. If it is an offensive, then it shouldn't be counted. But it will be free throws. I think you're right. It's a hold after the fact. 52-42, a minute and 40 left to play in the fourth quarter. If you can't tell, I'm a little sick, so the voice is dying. But we will survive.
Still going full speed, Connor.
I don't know any other speed. I never learned it. Coachman sinks at first. Maya Haney has 4 fouls now for the Lady Wildcats. As the second one is synced. Haney will inbound, gets inside to McKinley Campbell, and Wildcats got to go quick. Going inside, 4 flat set, goes in for 2, gets it to fall, and timeout called by Coach Jenkins. She has 2 of them now, 1 of them left, and she will take the 30. So we'll stay right here, a minute and 30 left to play. And what do the Wildcats got to do to come back into this ballgame?
Hey, really, they're doing it. They're trying hard down here. They're pressing hard. Fayetteville they got a lot of players that can handle the basketball and aren't shook up by the pressure. So they're breaking our press and getting the ball down, getting good shots off.
And you've seen a lot of times, yes, I agree, they've handled the pressure, but when you've turned up, you've ran and jumped, and you've put the hands up, hands high, it's sped them up to some turnovers on the other end,
right.
as well as just some interceptions by our guards. You'd like to see them get a lot more aggressive. The only one in foul trouble that you're worried about is Haney with 4.
Yeah, and at this point, you got to roll with that. We just got a buck 31 left right here to play. You got to forget about how many fouls, and every play has to seem like this is the play.
Davenport, you got 3-on-2 now defensively in the full court. They're not guarding the ball, and 5-second count. That's a good sign. McKinley Campbell fell into the bench. Brandy Davis.
2 catches on the night for Brandy Davis.
Yeah, she's 2 for 2. That's a lot better than some receivers we've seen in the college football playoffs.
Mugged right there.
And that one will go out of bounds. I don't know exactly what happened, but it will go basically in the corner inbounds. It'll count as a sideline out of bounds. They get inside McKinley Campbell. She'll come off 2 screens up top. She's got to go to work. She might have got hit. Back out Madison Campbell. She'll go to work. Puts up for 2. Gets it to fall. Lady Wildcats got to turn it up.
That's good. I mean, you get it quick right there. We got something to give. Put them on the line down here.
Got to go quick. The Wildcats not moving as quick as they would probably like to offensively.
I think that's what Coach Jenkins is telling them right now.
Let's get them.
Yeah.
Sanaya Coachman will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. A minute and 12 left to play in the ball game. And if you're wondering, oh, I don't get to watch any more basketball, you're wrong. We've got men's Wildcat basketball right after this against the Fayetteville Bulldogs, 2 of the top teams in the state going at it. On paper, these teams are loaded. We shall see how they play tonight. Coachman sinks the pair. Campbell now with it. Got to go quick. Madison Campbell baseline going inside for 2. Back out McKinley Campbell from 3. Might have been tipped. And in the full court, Whitney Brown got hit from behind, but still, that's a senior guard. Yes, we say it multiple times. She's controlled.
She didn't cry. She got through there and asked for the ball again.
Up to Coachman. The Bulldogs do have to take a shot here. They don't. That's the luxury of the shot clock. 12. And Coach Rimmer will take the timeout.
It's a full.
He'll take a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with him. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Welcome back here to Bulldog Arena. 33.3 left to go in the fourth quarter. 56-46. 10-point lead as we're living the Vida Loca here.
Yeah.
Good song.
We need a little defense in our 11-point play.
Kyra Ball gets it inside. 11-point play, I like it. Rollins now with it, guarded by McKinley Campbell, who's looking to turn it up. Tipped away, stays with Rollins. They turn it into a shot clock violation.
Great defense by the Wildcats right there. All 5 girls working hard on that possession.
Madison Campbell, got to go quick. Pull up. Oh, nope, goes inside instead. Fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. It is possible.
We've had a lot of whistles right here in the last 2 minutes.
It is possible to still make a comeback. That's called the Steph Curry era of basketball. But you've got to go quick. They haven't gone quick enough. Madison Campbell misses the first, and that's something that's not going to help you as much with beating a deficit. She misses the pair. Kyra Ball with the rebound. She'll get double, triple, single, whatever you want to call it. But that possession arrow will favor Fayetteville. 14.9. Wildcats will immediately come back into the pressure. Coach Rimmer calls the press break, looking for Whitney Brown in stride. They can't get it to her. They get it to Rollins instead. Now Brown, she's just going to dribble it out. Yep, that's going to be the game. This is the biggest deficit the Wildcats have lost by all year.
Yep.
They lost to Conway by 9, lost to Little Rock Central, I think, by 6. Their biggest loss of the year, but it's a grow-up moment for them. This is a team that you cannot punch as easily as you punched other teams.
Yeah, and this is conference. Road games matter. I mean, home teams, have the advantage, and it showed tonight.
This is the 3rd game of a 3-game away stand to open up conference play, and they will fall to the Fayetteville Purple Dogs. Now, the Bentonville Tigers present a completely different problem tomorrow. That is a team that will light you up.
Size, and more size. I saw the whole volleyball team over on there.
Yeah, they've got a 6'2" player, Tori Otter. She'll be there tomorrow for Bentonville. I will not be there tomorrow for Lady Wildcats or for the men's Wildcats team. I will be away. I will return on Friday, but hey, who cares about me? It's all about Wildcat basketball.
And those of you wondering, nope, you don't have to listen to the ball guy, that is, unless you show up over at Wildcat Arena.
Oh, you won't want to miss the ball guy. He's always active. He doesn't know how to shut his trap, I guess. As that will do it for our first game. We've got our second game coming up. After a quick commercial break, we'll be right back with men's Wildcat action after this commercial break.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown fresh.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Thank you.
You're going to see, oh wait, sorry. Good evening and welcome. Well, we all have our starting moments, and some we're in the middle of our sentences and we start. You hear the starting lineups now, but we're in Fayetteville Arena. This is the first game Jabari Washington has returned after breaking his wrist. Interesting storyline. You also see it. B.J. Grundy, who has not played very many minutes, has averaged less than 5 minutes per game for the Wildcats this season. Got some extended run against Bentonville West, and now we'll get the start tonight over over Taven Bledsoe.
Yeah, and hey, good, that stretches out our bench, which is what we need. We need some more experience and some depth on our bench, and this is a good way to get it right here.
And I talked with Coach Deffenbaugh at halftime of the girls' game. He was saying he was going to give B.J. Grundy some more run. I didn't know it meant starting lineup, but, I mean, when you can bring a guy like Bledsoe off the bench, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, right. And Uno.
Yeah, and Uno Branch as well. Ryan Spencer has gotten some minutes off the bench. Shooter from deep for the Wildcat squad. And you see a matchup. There's some animosity here to start. I've seen some of the bar stools. I like to stay off of them personally, but I had to look at them today. They were kind of funny from both squads.
Right.
But there is definitely a lot of chatter, is what we'll say, coming into this game.
Springdale and Fayetteville, there's a lot of history.
Springdale Har-Ber, as it's always called. That annoys me every time I hear it. But the Har-Ber Wildcats will win the tip, and they will start with the ball. They haven't sent the double yet, but that's what Bentonville West recipe for success was against Muldrew. We'll see how Fayetteville guards tonight. Coach Brad Stamps and the Bulldogs have had a great season so far. Wildcats looking to get their season right. Muldrew sends over Marley inside, and the layup. I thought he was going to start me off with the highlight.
Yeah, thought he was going to punch that one.
And Marley, he comes with the afro here tonight, changing it up for the Wildcats. He has had the braids before, now switched up. Maybe a new Marley we'll see tonight. Up top. 3 up, no good, and that will go out of bounds. And the Wildcats will have it up by 2. Only a minute has gone by here to start. Representative from the Wonder Boys, Arkansas Tech, has walked in the building. Wonder who you may be here to see. That's kind of a cool thing. Jabari Washington up top, looking for something. They're looking for Muldrew. They're playing him physical on the post-up, and this is who you'd like to see going. Hayden Wood had 32 in the opener of conference against Rogers, then comes into the second game frustrating, didn't get a lot of shot attempts, but really wasn't capitalizing at the most important times, but he had 12 in that one. Marley fakes it, going inside for 2 and getting under, and that's a consistent call we've seen tonight in the girls' game, now in the boys' game. And I was talking with that referee right there during the break, and he just said, we wanted to call the girls' game like a men's game. We wanted to call it physical. We wanted to let the physicality go, but we also want to keep everybody in check, and so that's what that call is right there.
Right, you can let him go until it gets out of control.
Exactly.
So that's a good job by the refs. But here they've already called 2 quick ones on Fayetteville here, showing that they're going to call a little bit of contact right here with the guys, it looks like.
Well, obviously, men's basketball, there's a physicality jump between women and men's, but the only jump is you hit a little harder. In men's, you have to. As Marley hits the 2 free throws, and we start off with 4 points from Marley, and that's kind of how we started a little bit in the Rogers game, and that was a good recipe. Bradford goes up for 2. I thought he was going to go for a simple layup, but no. He will get fouled and go to the free throw line. Bradford, if that sounds familiar, his father is the coach, one of the coaches on Mike Neighbor's staff at Arkansas women's basketball program, and he also is a Fayetteville legend here as a Purple Dog.
I like Hayden there because that was a gimme dunk right there, and he contested that right there, so I like him earning that foul right there and trying to earn it from the line.
No gimmies to start here for the Wildcats. Had some ones that they wanted back in the Bentonville West game, and I think they're coming with a little bit more of some seriousness to start. They know this Fayetteville team can go, and they are asserting early. Odie Williams tries to get the steal. Hayden Wood going inside. Oh, he about punched it. You see every one of these players are going up looking to punch it right now. Someone wants a highlight reel dunk. Sport, what do you do every time? Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching the Fayetteville crowd down here. Hayden Wood, he's getting pumped up on that. They're talking smack to him, and he's just smiling. You know inside he's building up, ready to come.
Yeah, and I was talking with someone about kind of the student section, and Bentonville West had a solid student section, and there's some players that you can gripe at.
Yeah.
And you can get in their heads. There's also players you gripe at, and they turn it up a whole nother level. And I
that's
don't
a
know
coach's
if
kid.
I don't know if Hayden Wood is the person to gripe at. Per se. I remember a player by the name of Lawson Jenkins where you griped at him, he kind of went at it. A little biased on that one. Jawan Boyd as well in that same year. You gripe at Jawan Boyd, he'll take it directly at you. Jake Fontanopoulos. 5-2 start, a 3-point advantage in the first quarter with 6:07 left to play. Marley looking to shoot the gap. He gets the steal. He has Jabari Washington. Now Wood inside for 2. Charge drawn. That is the first charge all night long called. And it was a charge. It was.
Okay.
You don't think so?
It's so hard, fast-paced. Those guys are a lot closer than we are up here from the cheap seats.
And you call it can be called a bang-bang play.
Right.
It's so quick that it is a ref discretion play. Hayden Wood picks up 2 personals
where the girls are walking through here, we're telling them good job and get after it next game. Learn from this.
And they will, a young squad for the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats. Xavier Brown sends up Odie Williams, going inside, about pulled up. Bradford against Lee. He likes his matchup, goes inside for 2, doesn't get it. Bradford, if you're a Wildcat fan or a 6A fan, he was in the 6A for Fayetteville about 2 years ago, has now returned. Muldrew from 3, gets it to fall. Muldrew starting 1 for 1. 8-2 now our score. Muldrew had a rough shooting night against Bentonville West. Starting off stronger here, Marley goes up for 2. He has not given me my highlights. I said it the other day at Bentonville West, and I stand by it. Marley is probably my favorite Har-Ber basketball player of all time that I've had the privilege of calling. You know why? Because he gives me highlights.
Right, and he does it with a smile. He wanted to dunk it right there real bad. He just took the easy basket right there.
And he looks grown, but he's a sophomore.
Right.
He is a sophomore. He was a freshman phenom, sophomore sensation now. The 30-second timeout will stay right here. 10-2 our score, an 8-point advantage in front of Har-Ber, in favor of Har-Ber. They've started a lot more aggressive. Offensively, they've shared the ball. They've had a lot of players get inside, and that's how you like to see them play. You like to see them get at their defenders, but also get everybody touching the ball. .504 left to play in the first quarter. Wildcats up by 8. Xavier Brown now with it, and something I talked with Coach Deffenbaugh about. They've done well against teams with good guards. They normally like their matchups with the guards that they play against. Now, Bentonville West was a guard-heavy team, but they also had some bruisers inside. That's where it was a little different. Bradford, he's got the most length on the court for Fayetteville. And he shoots and misses that one. Muldrew now with it. Up top against Williams, who has the assignment now. Giving up Bledsaw. B.J. Grundy, corner 3. Gets it to fall. He shot 1 for 1 against Bentonville West from the exact same spot. He's 1 for 1 to start today. Odie Williams downtown. Gives a look to Tommy Deffenbaugh as well.
I like how excited Coach Deffenbaugh got when Grundy made that shot right there.
As Jabari Washington has it, gives up Marley. Williams denying Muldrew the ball. Marley with it, they're booing Marley. And now Williams up top against Muldrew. They're leaving him on an island. As Brown is now sent. Grundy, he's feeling it. Can't get it back of the iron. And after he just hit one, I guess you live with that one.
There's my blue-collar worker Bledsaw in there making things happen on the boards.
That is it's the best way to say glue guy. I like blue collar better. As Brown now with it, he's been quiet and misses that first one. Xavier Brown, a very experienced guard for this Fayetteville team, his 3rd year. If the name sounds familiar, yes, his sister was the experienced senior guard. We were talking about the entire women's game.
Yeah. Hey, that's good defense right there by Cortland. I mean,
Yes.
Getting good defense out of your A guy, you got to love that.
Jabari Washington will run the point responsibilities to start the play. They're running Muldrew a little more off ball. He'll pull up, 3 up, bank shot. The bank is open. Welcome to Monday. 16-5 our score, 3-10, a much better start for this Wildcat team than they've had in both conference games. As that 3 goes in.
Tyler Bell with that shot.
Tyler Bell, does that sound familiar? It should. That's a Springdale Bulldog turned Fayetteville Bulldog. And he is a lethal threat from downtown. Whether he's red or blue or red or purple, he's been lethal.
Dog's a dog.
Correct. Marley now with the ball. He's got it up top against Bell. And B.J. Grundy cannot handle up top. And that'll be a turnover for the Wildcats. And that's what the Fayetteville Bulldogs got to do. On paper, this Wildcat team is one of the best in the state, talent-wise. And when they get jiving, they're the best in the state. One of the best in the states, period.
That's it. When we're playing team basketball, we're as good as it gets.
Now, Fayetteville knows that when you're not playing team basketball, you can compete with this team. You can go at this team. So they have to play to that strength, or that weakness, I guess, but play to their strength and play their basketball. Wildcats have done a great job defensively to start. That's what defined our game so far. Brown going inside against Muldrew. Brown puts it up. He's got the size disadvantage against pretty much everybody but Grundy. Tyler Bell fakes the three, gives back Brown. He'll reset it with a new shot clock. Up top, gives up. Johnson, now Bell. Bell driving, back out. Toston, he's also a former Red Dog. Going inside, Bell, back out Toston, he'll drive. He's matured a ton. I remember he was a Central Junior High Warrior as well, and he has come a long way from Central Junior High, as I can see now. Fayetteville will inbound, baseline out of bounds, 8 seconds on the shot clock. They get inside to Toston. He keeps it. He's got 5 against Bledsaw. Fadeaway jumper, can't get it. And out of bounds will go to the Har-Ber Wildcats. And Hayden Wood, this is not a normal Tommy Deffenbaugh thing. He normally sits until about halfway through the second quarter with 2 fouls. But Hayden Wood, he knows he's crucial. And you're winning this game early. Put it away early is, I guess, Deffenbaugh's thoughts. Muldrew up top. Fakes it against Toston. Now Wood, he'll go inside against Bell, put it up for 2, gets it to fall. Hayden Wood immediately back in the game, immediate bucket.
And that's a Hayden Wood shot right there. Take it to the hoop, throw it up off the glass, get you an easy bucket.
He's done that a lot. He's hit some buzzer beaters or game tires or whatever you want to call it. He's had 2 major plays that were just put back on the glass, playing above the rim.
Yeah, big time. What, the broken arrow?
Yes, it was broken arrow. He got the game-winning putback, and then Bentonville West, he forced overtime by the putback.
Yep.
So he plays above the rim more than you've ever seen him in previous years, and it's really came out to an advantage and has really elevated his game to what we now know as a D1 player.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what D1 scholarship will do for you. Makes you feel better, makes you play better. Jacksonville going to be getting a great player in him. He's going to be a great Dolphin.
You go from Wildcat to Dolphin. I can't tell if it's an upgrade, downgrade. I don't know. You go from blue to green, too, I think.
Yeah, well, everything's going to be green over there year-round.
Toston now with it, gives it back to Brown. Muldrew's picking up in the full court against Brown. Back to Toston. 3 up from Brown. He has been silent here to start. He's got 0. Muldrew against Brown. Gets a screen from Bledsaw. Now the double. Now to Washington. Now Bledsaw. Faking the 3. Driving in. He's got size advantage. Now Branch. He'll shoot up a 3. Not necessarily his specialty, more of a defensive stopper for this Wildcat squad. Bell faking the pass, going inside, gets caught in the air, and Brown figures it out.
He did a good job right there, not touching that ball again.
No, I agree. Toston inside, sends back out. Fake the 3, drive inside, put up the shot, can't get it. Nothing on the play for the Bulldogs. They get it inside to Bledsaw. Bell is there. Toston's there. Marlee, I mean, we're just getting back and forth play. Not the best of pretty-looking possessions. Brown going right against 2. A nifty finish, and he cannot get it. Marlee, full court. And what was 4 possessions in a row of just going back at it with some shots that were not the prettiest. That'll end our quarter with a 10-point lead for the Wildcats.
Still, after that ugly little finish right there, still a 10-point Wildcat lead here in Fayetteville.
Yep, we'll be right back after a quick commercial break with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you you can do it, I would tell them to come to Cam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Welcome back, 18-8, our score with a fresh 8 on the second quarter clock. Fayetteville will start with it. They give it to Bradford, who's back in the game now. He'll size up Bledsaw, take the three, and he couldn't hit it in the first. He hits it now in the second. He was short on his shots in the first quarter, and now he finds the cylinder.
7 points sure seems closer than 10 did.
I agree. Washington, who is Odie Williams, has played great defense against him. Muldrew sending it wide open. Bledsaw. That is something the Wildcats have lacked, but love to see, is moving the ball. And you see Sammy Hensey.
That's what I was going to say. Sammy's in there now.
See how he plays. And you see Coach Deffenbaugh. You might be 1-1 in conference. He's going to try what he wants to try.
Well,
and
you have to do that because we don't know foul trouble, injuries, there's different things going to happen down. We got to have a good, solid 8 or 9 kids. You have to.
And Muldrew goes to work, gets the three. I think he's only taken 3 shots. He's made all 3 of them. He's got 9. 23-11 our score. 6:50 left to go in the second. No tip on the play. That'll go the other way. Hayden Wood will sub in. He'll replace Bledsaw. So you're looking at a 3-guard, 2 technical forward lineup here with Hensey, Grundy, Muldrew being the guards, Wood, and Washington. And you have 3 guards. None of them are bringing the ball up the court. They're all playing off ball. Now to Muldrew. Muldrew has a side to work with. He knocks it down. Cortland Muldrew being efficient here to start.
4 for 4 to start this game off. 100% is easy math to do.
Very easy. And dribbling off the foot is Jorgensen, who has been a solid player for this Bulldogs team for the past this year and last year. As the timeout called, and we will take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Welcome back. 6:21 left to go in the second quarter. 26-11, a 15-point lead in favor of the Har-Ber Wildcats. And they have, you keep saying it, but you've got to keep saying it. They have gone aggressive. They've attacked, and they have been efficient.
Yeah, we've had a lot of layups, and then Cortland's had those threes. But, yes, we're aggressive to the basket on this team. It's a team that we do have some size advantage on, and the Wildcats are taking advantage of it.
And you look, Fayetteville, they want to play Muldrew their own way. When you look at the blueprint that Bentonville West kind of laid out, you double team him, you play him aggressive. But Muldrew really hasn't tried to force the issue as much here tonight that he did in that Bentonville West game. And it's led to a little more success for Har-Ber team-wise, and sharing the ball. They've been very cohesive.
Well, that's it. I think team morale's up when everybody's touching the ball a little bit. Now we got Branch in, or nope, that Marley stepped back in.
But that's the thing about Muldrew. He doesn't need the shot attempts. He's got 12 on 4 shots, 4 for 4. He is that kind of player that can get you that efficiently. Muldrew up top. He's getting going, so could see a heat check here, but he's guarded by Jorgensen. They do send the double. It's a little late, though. He misses that one, but the putback tip in. I don't know.
Marley was wanting to throw that one down.
He just couldn't get a hand on it. Still 2 points goes on the board. Brown step back. He's been very frustrated tonight. 0 points on the game for him. Muldrew slowing down, speeding up, fade away, gets it to fall. He's 5 of 6 now from the floor. He's got 14. He's looking to kind of force a little bit of the issue, but he's doing it in the right way by trying to extend the lead for Har-Ber.
Well, Fayetteville, you can tell part of their offensive plan is the threes going to keep them in it because they've sure shot a lot of threes here tonight already.
30-11. That is, if my math is correct, 19-point lead. Now a 16. Xavier Brown gets on the board for the first time. And you say 3-ball, Tyler Bell about to come back in. That's the definition of a 3-ball for this Fayetteville team. Muldrew, there they go. They send the double.
And it worked.
It did work.
Come on, Sammy.
It threw him off. Going up for 2. Jorgensen slammed away. No from Marley. Odie Williams, rebound, put back. Can't get the 2, but will go to the line to shoot 2.
Do you think we could call that the Martumbo finger wag? Martumbo.
No from Martumbo. I don't know. It sounds like Dumbo.
Well,
I don't think we can call it
I'd take
Dumbo.
big ears if I could fly like Marley does.
Yeah, take the good with the bad on the Dumbo situation. But Marley definitely does fly. One of the biggest high flyers I've seen in the 6A. Naturally, he just goes. He has done that since his freshman season. As now a sophomore, lob threat always. Muldrew will come out. Wood will come back in, or Washington will come back in for him. Hensey still getting some extended minutes here, as well as B.J. Grundy, who's played some really good minutes in this ball game. He's done a good job with them.
Yeah, he's got 6 to 10 minutes, I bet.
30-16 our score, a 14-point advantage in favor of Har-Ber. Hensey up top, guarded by Brown. That's not the best matchup to get, as Brown is aggressive.
Sammy doing a good job, acting like he's been here before.
Jabari Washington inside, can't get it. Jorgensen, who has been here before, looking to push against Hensey, going inside, gets it to fall. They call a foul off the contact.
So late.
That foul assessed to Hensey.
Yep. He tried to take the charge right there.
Just wasn't in the best legal guarding position, and that's why the foul will be assessed.
Muldrew coming in for Sammy right now.
Coach Steffenbaugh saying, don't scoot back as much.
Right.
Just kind of be straight there. Don't break the plane. As that free throw is knocked down, now an 11-point game, 30-19. And Muldrew back in the game. And that's where you see Muldrew. When he subs out, it's about a 30 to a minute window, if that.
Get you a sip of water.
Yes. Sip of water, take a breath, come back in.
Some sweet nothings from Steffenbaugh.
Muldrew, he's got the double. He tries to get the hip of Brown, but the foul called.
Courtland makes it hard to guard him aggressively just because he's strong enough to hold you off. He's quick enough to get around you. I mean, he's
elusive.
Yes.
As they get it inside, Morley. Now Muldrew, guarded by Brown. He'll pull up. He has the size advantage. Doesn't get that one to fall. They send it to Brown. Brown doesn't have numbers. He'll pull back from 3 in transition. Doesn't get it. Back out Bell. He'll pull. He'll get it. Tyler Bell. That's something he does. The 3-point knockdown shooter. Now an 8-point game, and Tommy Daffenbaugh says, let's talk it over. Because it was 19.
Yeah, I mean, here we are, an 8-point ball game.
11-0 run for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. The timeout call from Coach Tommy Daffenbaugh on the Har-Ber Wildcats. We'll take a timeout. No, you take 30. We're going to stay right here. I hate taking 30-second commercial breaks because we just got to come immediately back.
Doesn't give our sponsors quite enough time to give themselves a shout-out.
They get halftime. We give them halftime, and we give people a break from listening to us.
Lucky them.
They're luckier people, I can tell you that. Not us. But 30-22 our score, an 8-point advantage in favor of the Har-Ber Wildcats, who I got to say this, we haven't said it yet, wearing the all-black uniforms. Those are some of my favorite uniforms I've ever seen the Wildcats wear.
Yeah. You're calling that black. I'm calling it blue.
The black uniform? What are you talking about?
All right. I see a dark shade of
blue. I know.
blue.
Our eyes are different. Yours are a lot older.
I'm old, and I got the glasses on, so I'm going to stick with you.
Jabari Washington with the ball up top. pulls for three. He's been quiet. No longer. Jabari Washington gets on the board, and almost every Wildcat that has touched the court has scored, other than three.
Sammy didn't get it, did he?
Sammy, Bledsaw, and
Bledsaw
Branch.
got the layup down
Okay, so
here.
Bledsaw got it. There's only two. Odie Williams scores the basket. Branch and Hinsey are the only ones. As Muldrew now with it.
Going to call that on the floor.
They will. No shot on that one. I'm being told that you are correct. I've got a source saying that it's Navy. I guess I'm blind because that looks like black to me.
Might be the glasses. But either way, that Pacific blue popping off of there looks amazing.
Yes. It almost reminds you of the football uniforms for Har-Ber when they got those silver helmets.
God, I love those silver helmets.
It pops a lot more, the Carolina. Bradford pulls from three after the fake, gets it to fall. Quincy Bradford, who is a stud, and welcome to the ball game, Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Yeah, here 6-point ball game.
And they've changed the pace. You know why? Defensively, they've sent doubles at Muldrew. He breaks it right there, the late double team. But it's 35-27 now, an 8-point advantage. But they've also gotten their threes to fall, which you said would keep them in this game. Odie Williams gives up. Jorgensen, he falls down, keeps his dribble alive. Bradford, pull up, rim out. Does not get it. Marley, Muldrew a little slow to get down the court, had to adjust some hardware. Hayden Wood, slamma-jamma, down low. Not the strongest one I had.
That's good. Slam jam. Thank you, ma'am. I'll add a little to that right there. Good to see our first dunk of the ball game.
Tyler Bell fakes the three. Marley was stunting like he was about to jump. That's what you want to do. B.J. Grundy will pick up the foul on Bradford. Yeah. 1:44 left to play in the half. A 10-point ball game now.
Quick stretch out there. They got it down to 6, and just like that, we're up into double digits again. And here they are cutting into it with free throws.
This has been a weather the storm quarter for Har-Ber, as Fayetteville has really bounced back. They had 11. They've scored now 18 since then, and the Wildcats have scored 7, an 18-7 run. That's math, I think.
Nice job.
I know, I'm learning. 1:35, a sophomore in college, still trying to do math. Muldrew now with it. Double team being sent, dribbles, fadeaway jumper, doesn't get it! But oh my goodness, the grown man on your head top, Marley. Jorgensen tries to answer back, doesn't get it, and that's a highlight. Dun-dun-dun, whatever you want to call it.
Go with it. You see that one on SportsCenter.
Yes. Hayden Wood dribbling through them all. Gets it to fall. Hayden Wood forcing the issue and getting the 2.
Good aggressive play right there. Going to pay him off with a basket and a chance at a 3.
And if you want to talk about anything volatile of an offense, it's Wildcats. When they attack you like they just did, what was a good ball game shaping up to be, they are putting right back out of place.
Wildcats already all down at the other end. They just know Hayden's going to make that free throw.
Wood will come out. He's got 2 fouls. That's the reason. You don't want him to be on a defensive possession where he gets caught.
Yeah, not with a minute left right here. You save those 3 fouls for the second half.
Muldrew, the only other Wildcat with, Grundy as well. Those players have 1 foul each. 2-3 zone. Just shake up a little bit of what the Bulldogs are doing from 3. Tyler Bell, dribble in, shot, good. Good. And if you talk to Zach Arns, the voice of the Bulldogs, he'll tell you a little bit about Tyler Bell. That was one of his favorites.
Yeah, he's 3 for 3, I do believe it.
He's got 9 in the ball game, does Bell. Muldrew doesn't get it. Bell with the rebound. He has numbers, doesn't capitalize, but Odie Williams does. Can't get it, though. He went inside.
Muldrew with upset that shot right there.
Bledsaw gives up Muldrew. He's guarded by Jorgensen. Now the double being sent. Gets it to Grundy. Grundy, shot, no good. Marley, rebound, up and in. Marley has been a great sign to see him be aggressive. He's got 12, and he also had one of the highlights of the game or highlights of the season.
Down to 5 seconds. I'm not sure if Fayetteville knows it's down.
Brown, 1 second. Hoist up the three. Doesn't get it back of the iron in what was a looking like really good ball game. Har-Ber says no. Puts the pedal to the metal, extends it back to a double-digit lead. And we've got halftime now. It's anybody's game, but the Har-Ber Wildcats got a way better cushion going into halftime.
Yeah, I'm happy with what I've been seeing tonight as far as our teamwork, our play. Things are looking good for an upset right here in Fayetteville tonight.
And we will have a halftime break. We'll be right back here with third quarter action at Fayetteville Bulldog Arena here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in the personal growth, character development, and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns, a voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I'm Connor Jenkins. Alongside me, putting on his headset, is Jared Park. Cortland Mulder tries for the putback, doesn't get it. 44-32. They're not letting me do my set back up, but a 12-point advantage for the Wildcats coming into the third quarter. Now we are. Mulder, corner three, doesn't get it. And an unsuccessful possession for Har-Ber. They had multiple attempts at it.
None of them very good.
No, none of them were successful. Bradford pull up, good. And this is a Fayetteville team that is also has the ability to score the ball. Like you said, in that first half, they like the three ball a lot. But a team that likes the three ball normally can shoot the three ball, and they'll keep doing it.
Yeah. Classic Stamps. I mean, he coached my boy at Har-Ber, and they were a bunch of three-point specialists back in the day.
Brown back out. Odie Williams, three. Up three, good. Odie Williams from downtown. Fun fact, his brother is one of my very good friends. I just wanted to say that.
So give a nice shout out then.
I told him I would. One of my good friends. Jabari Washington now with it. Sizing up, giving back Grundy. Back to Washington. He'll pull from three. Doesn't get it. Bradford has a stretch. Oh, he turns on the Jets. Gets the two on the fall down shot. And we'll get it to fall. He'll get 3-point possibility at the line.
Yeah, and that was a big-time play right there in front of that student section. It's huge, and it's loud down at that end of the court.
And it can be even more effective in the second half. It wasn't really getting in the heads of the Wildcats, but now it can kind of get in the heads in the good way of the Purple Dogs and spark some more momentum. There's a saying that the ultimate six-man is the student section.
And that's why we were talking earlier, home court really matters here once it comes to conference play.
It really does. And can your defense and offense travel? Hayden Wood, he gets that one, 46-40. Bradford going inside. He's not wasting any time getting active. Quincy Bradford, 17 now, and he has gone to work here to start. He's got 7 now in the quarter. Wood against Odie Williams. Going inside, puts up the shot, good. And Wood has his own answer against Williams.
Hayden doing Hayden things right there, taking it to the basket.
And really, I wouldn't have said it other than this year, but he is making some grown man moves.
Yes.
Inside.
Well, they're aggressive. There's no lack of confidence when he's taking it to the rack.
Wish we had like a little cough button or something, because I've been coughing into this mic. I'm glad I'm one of the only ones that wear it. I try to lift it up. You never know. Never know when it's going to happen. Wood looking for 3 points. He gets it. We've got 2 3-point plays, and we're 2 minutes in.
Yes.
Already.
Back up to 7 points, but boy, they sure shrank it down quick right there.
They went real quick. It was in double digits going into the half. A blocking foul called on Hayden Wood. It was a skirmish between both the players. Wood will get the foul. Oh, the student section going at him. Hayden Wood, that's his third. That's important. That's his third foul in the game. He got 2 fouls early in the first quarter. He managed to stay without the third until now.
Yeah, because he got taken out.
Well, yeah, he came back in sparingly, more than I've ever seen a Tommy Deffenbaugh player play with 2 fouls in the first half. Williams, he'll get fouled. That will be on the floor.
Yeah, they're getting Marley on the floor. Jabari with a big-time block right there afterwards.
Marley's first personal. This board it's spotty at points, so I'm trying to see. I think they just have some malfunctions. Getting inside, wide open, miscommunication. Bradford cannot capitalize. And Marley with the big boy rebound. Transition, Bledsaw going for two. That one was tipped.
That's goaltending. Goaltending, yeah.
Whoa, no, they're calling off the Har-Ber basket. It was offensive goaltending. Yeah, they're calling offense. They missed the Fayetteville goaltend, but it was a Har-Ber goaltend after the fact because Muldrew touched
it on the rim.
On the cylinder. So, yes, there was two goaltends in a row, and, I mean, it's the classic saying, the second one gets caught every time.
That's right.
Bledsaw getting active, clapping on the defensive end. Now Williams looking for Brown. Brown goes away. Williams on an island with Washington. He'll go inside, left side, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Wildcats. Muldrew not looking to slow down for no one. No regard for human life, goes inside and gets the basket.
I mean, if you're not going to give it to the guys filling the lanes, you best just go ahead and take it up and make it.
They're not going to stop the ball. Make them stop you. They didn't on that time, and that's why Muldrew scored it. Giving up.
Little hand checking going on.
Williams from three, rims in good. Odie Williams from downtown, 51 to 45. And fadeaway jumper, the foul is...
Late whistle from the backside right there, all the way across the court, but at least we got the whistle.
That one goes to Odie Williams. That's important. That's his third personal. He's been a strong player for the Bulldogs tonight with 13, but he will pick up his third. That'll trigger Toston to come in after the first free throw.
We got Bradford and Crone with 2 on Fayetteville.
That first free throw, good. Jorgensen will also come out. Johnson will come in, as well as Toston.
Aiden Wood just looks like he's going to make every free throw. Yeah, there he was. The announcer's jinx.
That's got him. Anybody wants to, it's Mr. Park, the address.
Yeah, let me give you my email and my phone number.
Email, phone number, social security number, everything. We just need you to leave it at the door. And that three goes. Bradford leaving nothing at the door, getting the basket, cleaning up afterwards, 52-48. And we've got a 4-point ball game. This should be a ball game. These are two high-flying, high-scoring teams. Wood and Brown get tied up top. Jabari Washington from three. There you go.
2 for 2 for him from behind the arc.
Return for Jabari Washington. This is where he broke his wrist last year and was out for the season. So a little bit of extra incentives for him tonight. Brown up top against Muldrew. They've got one-on-one. They've cleared it for him. Gives up Toston. Bradford back cuts, now Johnson. Back to Brown. Fakes the three. Muldrew was there. Goes inside for two. Doesn't get it, but the putback is true from Colson Crone. That's got to be related to the Crone we called in the women's basketball game as well. Which, if it is.
Got to be twin brother.
They both go at it. Because that's exactly what the Crone did in the women's game, Lily Crone.
Okay, so Lily's a junior, so this is probably big brother.
Yep, Wood doesn't get that one. And Brown will come the other way. Bulldogs were looking to push, saw the numbers and slowed. Brown, he fade away, jumper, doesn't get it. He saw Muldrew but was already in the air, had to make something out of nothing, couldn't get it. But a 5-point ball game. Muldrew, now the double being sent. Marley, wide open three. It's not good. Bradford with the rebound, thrown off of Washington. And Tyler Bell will come back into the game, the senior guard for the Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Good heads-up play there by Quincy Bradford to knock that off of Jabari. Jabari hustling good, though.
B.J. Grundy will come back into the game, replacing Hayden Wood. Hayden Wood with 3 fouls. That'll be an important thing to see. Look at the other side as well. Odie Williams with 3 fouls. Those two have gone at it tonight, and that is why they will be on their respective benches probably till 6-minute mark of fourth quarter would be my bet.
I bet
Maybe earlier
I
for
bet
Wood.
we see him a little earlier.
Maybe for Wood. Deffenbach's trusted his senior guard a lot more. Bradford, pull up, Jay. He's getting active.
They're on fire here in the second half. I mean, we're down to a 3-point ball game here, and a lot of it's been by the 3 ball, but they've had a couple of good field goals here the last couple of possessions.
And a lot of it's been by Bradford. He has gone to work in double digits now in this quarter. And really, he has not settled for threes. He's gone to the mid-range. Everybody else kind of staying on the line. Jabari Washington against Toston. If I'm not mistaken, I think the pair played at Central or maybe missed each other at Central. But Washington exchanging some words.
Giving him a little friendly reminder.
So they would have missed each other by a year at Central, but Washington would have been an 8th grader. I assumed he played up, so they would have played together. Brown against Washington, going for 2. Those 2 players playing for Coach Tyler Sutherland at Central, by the way, who I played for.
2 Bulldogs go down right there, but it is going to be a Har-Ber throw-in with 1:28 left to play here in the third quarter.
And the timeout called.
It's a 30-second, 20-second.
What is it going to be?
It's a short.
They're talking to the coach. Okay. I thought there might have been some words exchanged. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Minute and 28, third quarter. It's now a game.
Yeah, 5 points. I mean, got down to 3 at one point. Yes, it feels like this is big-time 6A West basketball right here in Fayetteville.
And the Fayetteville Bulldogs have shown up and to be what we know them to be, a high-scoring, volatile offense, but the Wildcats have been the aggressor most of the night, and they've come out and they've landed some punches. Now they've got to recover from some punches. This is a good test from a team in the 3rd game of conference, and they go into a doubleheader tomorrow against Bentonville, and that won't be any less punches, I can tell you that. Kyle Pennington, in his first year as head coach of Bentonville, he's got them playing some good basketball.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Wildcats respond here with 1:28 left to play here in the third. Are we going to keep that team basketball going, or are some guys going to start getting nervous and forcing it?
It will be interesting to see as crunch time minutes are most likely ahead of us. A minute and 20 left to play in the third, 57-52. Muldrew gives to Washington. He'll have the responsibilities. Going inside, spin move, up for 2. Hayden Wood has been a grown man when on the doorstep.
He had that little drop step, and I know he wanted to punch it there, but he took a big-time hit and still come up with a really pretty little up and under.
I'm very excited that I'm wrong on this one. I said he wouldn't be back until the 4th. Coach Deffenbaugh trusting his senior, and he has delivered. I'm also wrong about I'm wrong, period. Odie Williams will come back, and I think that's ultimately what happened. They've liked Odie Williams' defense on Wood.
That's it. They had to respond to Hayden coming back in. Stamp's doing a good job over there for the Purple Dogs.
Okay, so I have this right now. Toston and Wood played together at Central. Washington missed them completely. Marley missed him completely. He didn't play at Central. So, yes, there's animosity between those two, which Wood just got that on Toston. Jackson Conley also part of that Central Junior High team. A minute left to play in the third quarter. 8-point ball game in favor of the Har-Ber Wildcats after the old-fashioned 3-point play by Wood. He's on the bench now for defensive reasons. He has 3 fouls. Odie Williams tries for the second chance. Muldrew with the rebound, and he's shaken up. Backcourt is Williams. Going inside, putting up the shot, doesn't get it.
Muldrew, he's grabbing that Achilles or that ankle. What's going on here?
Yeah, Odie Williams, he's saying it's maybe something with the shoe. I don't know, he's putting a thumb up.
A lot of subbing Odie Williams still down right there. I don't know what happened to him. He went down here on the backside.
Whether purple, Carolina, or anything, you don't want to see a player go down with an injury, in just respect for the sport of basketball, and that's not a good thing to see. Muldrew will miss the first free throw. 41 seconds left to play in the third quarter as the Wildcats up by 8, looking to make it 9 on the second, and he does not do so. Bradford gets the rebound, and Johnson will slow it down.
Cortland still walking gingerly on that left foot.
Trying to kind of stomp it out. Grabbing at his shoes. He's trying to stomp it out as well. Him and Williams a little shaken up.
I'm old school watching him run around in these low-cut tennis shoes.
About a 5-second differential between shot clock, game clock. So that is something to watch. Bell launches, and they rebound. So they will have the last shot if they want so. No, they didn't know the time. They didn't know the time on the clock. The situational awareness, I think, is what we termed it earlier.
And here comes Wood. He comes in. If he touches it, magic happens. So he's putting him back in here for this last 3.2.
Wood and magic in Har-Ber Wildcats is a thing that has always happened. As
Muldrew.
And expand on that a little more. The Wood name in Har-Ber, it's just something you have to mention. Hunter Wood, a legend at the wide receiver position for the Wildcat football team. You got to see more of that than I did.
Well, his brother, too.
No, Hunter Wood. I'm talking about Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter was a
amazing
monster.
Hey, and I'll give a little tidbit if nobody's heard this yet. He's been asked to come to the NFL Combine and get some looks.
I know. Yeah,
so,
I'm
and
excited
to me,
for that.
that's that Edelman kind of slot back, run down the middle. I could see him doing that for a living.
Played at Missouri State.
For Petrino. And if you can play for Petrino, you're going to get coached and you're going to be a man when you walk out of there.
You got to be a man, otherwise you're going to start crying. And then you also look at the Wood legacy. April Wood, we got to give her a shout out.
Yes.
She keeps them all together. Now she's a coach at Hellstern, the 7th grade volleyball coach. Then Chris Wood, who brought a state championship to Har-Ber, and I think that was 09.
My boy graduated 09, I think it was 2010.
Okay, yeah. He brought a championship there, now an athletic director for the district. So the Woods have left a legacy at Har-Ber, and the newest addition, Hayden Wood.
Yes.
He has shown up. Ultimately, if he would have played football this year, he would have been the top wide receiver for the Wildcats.
Right. And would have got some D1, I'm sure, offers.
Oh, yes. The athletics are not short in the Wood family. They were a little short in the Jenkins family. But
only you.
Shut up. That was the joke. You didn't have to say it. Yeah, thanks. As Xavier Brown up top and Mr. Park doing some bullying up here. Going inside, tipped back out. It will stay with the Bulldogs. 7:43 left to go in the ball game.
Wildcats still playing some great team defense.
Brown will inbound. They get inside to Jorgensen, back to Brown, coming off the screen. That play was drawn up for a shot for Brown. Just couldn't get it. Jorgensen goes inside, can't get his. Wood with the rebound under traffic. Jump ball. Possession will favor the Wildcats. You got to give some credit. This Wildcat team has gotten into a little bit of the chatter of the game at some points, especially in that Bentonville West game. They got in it with the student section a little bit, had to give some warnings. They've stayed out of altercations so far.
And Hayden showed some great sportsmanship there. There was a little chippy foul right there. I saw a high five, and we're cool.
Wood size up Bradford. Doesn't get it, and that will go out of bounds. You like the aggressiveness and the confidence by Wood to take on Bradford, who Bradford has been a stud here in this game. He's got 22 of the 52 scored for Fayetteville. Oh, the ball. I like it. They're getting it to the volleyball line. Past it without touching. Xavier Brown, pull up, jumper, doesn't get it. Jorgensen rebound. He does a fadeaway. He doesn't get it. And going the other way. Numbers in favor of Har-Ber, but they slow down. He goes inside, does Muldrew for 2. He forces the issue, gets the bucket, and extends the lead to double digits.
Still grabbing that calf.
And blocks the shot, but lands very awkwardly on that calf. Lauren Ward, trainer extraordinaire, up out of her seat. Muldrew tried to wave off, but he has been grabbing at that calf since late in the third.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was Achilles, if it were cramping, like if we got a twisted ankle. So many things that I'm looking at it could be. She's going over there with the massager, so I'm thinking that might be a calf cramp.
Yeah, and he's had multiple if that's the case. Could be a really bad cramp that stayed with it. That's a nifty finish right there from Johnson.
Yeah, that was a big-time shot right there.
Getting us back to an 8-point ball game. 6:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. Muldrew already back at the scores table, but so is Tyler Bell, who has hit some vital threes for Fayetteville. Washington has a right side.
Yeah,
travel.
he did.
He got a little too excited.
Well, he wanted to shoot that three, and he was like, oh, no, maybe I can dunk.
Yes, I mean, he had the three, but he even had an entire right side.
Yep.
Got a little too excited with the daylight he saw in front of him, and will pick up the travel going the other way.
And I wouldn't have been upset with that three, because I think he's 2 for 2, maybe 3 for 3.
He has done a good job of scoring the ball tonight. He's got 8 points for this Wildcat squad. Wood with 17. Muldrew, they don't have him up there yet. He has above 15 as well. Marley 12. Block from Washington.
I think it was 17 and 18 for Wood and Muldrew.
Got it. Marley inside, tipped away. And
That's off Fayetteville foot. Oh, nope.
Why does everyone take away my highlights? I saw Marley. Did you see that? He had the hand cocked.
He had the look.
He had the look like I am punching it. And up three, doesn't go back of the iron. Defense was pure from Muldrew. He pulls up transition, and I know you don't like that because it's the Curry era way of doing stuff. I know you're the old head here.
I know. Why don't we pass that for that layup? But hey.
Bradford pulls up another transition three. He knocks it down. That's the game we live in nowadays.
Yep.
Transition threes are more vital than maybe a transition layup.
5-point ball game again.
It trickles down from the majors. As now Wood with it. He's got Odie Williams to himself on the right side. Will he want to keep it that way? Yep, they're going to clear out. Washington will come back.
He's got a big size advantage right there over Tyler Bell.
He does. He hasn't looked to post up back to the basket much. He stayed on the perimeter primarily. Muldrew, fadeaway jumper. Pure. 64-57, 7-point advantage in favor of Har-Ber. Gives it to Brown. Marley with the length on Brown. I like that matchup. He's just a little unexperienced compared to Brown. Odie Williams, free basket inside. Williams, so Muldrew and Williams, who went down grabbing at their legs, are both back and both making an impact as they scored the last two for their respective teams.
Wildcats, I thought they were giving the play-by-play, watching that play happen right there. That was about as easy as a basket as there's been in this ball game tonight.
This has not been an easy game for either team. They fought back into it, have the Bulldogs, but the Wildcats have dealt with some of the punches that have been thrown, and ultimately we've just got some good basketball here ahead of us. 4:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back here at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
64-59, a 5-point advantage for the Har-Ber Wildcats. 4:35 left to go in the ball game. And you look at it, Muldrew 22, Wood 17, Marley 12. Your three-headed Hydra monster, whatever you want to call it, has been on point. Jabari Washington adding 8 to it as well. That's a pretty good punch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you got to say?
Well, I was looking to see who else had our points right there.
Fayetteville, I do want to mention this. We didn't talk about it earlier in the game, but I'd like to say it. They have green tops on their shirts. RIP AG. Ornette Gaines, who is a legendary player for the Fayetteville Bulldogs, played 4 years for them. His mother tragically passed away. We want to give him her and his whole family condolences from the Springdale Athletic Foundation.
Yeah, extended love from the Har-Ber Wildcat family, guys.
Sometimes it's bigger than basketball, and that's one of those moments.
Not sometimes.
It always should be. I agree.
Hayden Wood fouled hard right there. He hit the ground hard, but it is going to be a Wildcat throw-in with 4:19 left to play here in regulation.
Odie Williams picks up his 4th foul. He'll come out of the game tossed and will take on the assignment of Wood. Those two former teammates. 3 up, no good. Washington with the rebound. He wants to make a move. Coach Stamps asking for a 3-second count. On the floor is Crone. Wood as well. Then the Fayetteville Bulldogs come up with the ball going the other way. Bradford going baseline. Met with the defense. Fadeaway jump shot pure.
Yeah, with Marley in his grill, too.
That's an experienced senior move. He's got 27.
And down to a 3-point ball game here, Connor.
Muldrew inside. He'll force the SU. Loses it. Gets blocked. Goes back. Gives it to Marley. Marley weaving through defenders. Putting up the shot and good. Revenge for Marley. And it's sweet.
That's a big-time shot.
Xavier Brown now have it. He'll slow down the tempo. Never mind. He'll shoot it.
Look at Mar with that length.
That is what I said earlier. The length of Marley is a very good thing to have against Brown, a smaller player who depends on the 3 to stay alive. Johnson, pull up, good. And we've got a back and forth barn burner, staying at about a 3-point lead for Har-Ber. 2:55 left to play in the 4th. Jorgensen set to come back in at the next dead ball. Muldrew up top.
Need some good team offense right here. Let's get a backdoor cut or a dunk.
And if you're the Wildcats, you're in no rush to score the ball. You obviously have the 3-point advantage, but you'd like to extend it if possible.
Yeah. And if you know Tommy Deffabaugh, he'll burn that clock.
He will. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Marley, fadeaway jumper. Doesn't get it. Wood, put back, and that is where he does his work. He will do the dirty work. He'll do the pretty work. He'll do the work, period. Hayden Wood down low for 2. Odie Williams already set to check back in. You can't risk it with a game that's 5 points now.
Yeah, they're trying to keep it close. Wildcats have done a good job of stretching it back up to 8 or 9.
Johnson pulls the 3, doesn't get it, but that will stay with the Fayetteville Bulldogs. They'll get all 3 subs here. Bell, Jorgensen, Williams will come in for Toston, Crone, and they got one more to come out.
I think it's Brown.
Yeah, Brown. Brown, the star guard, will come out. Washington will come out. Bledsaw in for him for the Wildcats. Bulldogs trying to get it in. They do to Johnson, guarded by, in the terms of Tommy Deffabaugh, Woody. As the foul called, that'll be on Muldrew away from the ball. No, never mind. That'll be on Bledsaw.
Yeah.
Didn't really see the action.
It's good hustle play. He ran into a screen pretty hard right there.
Did he try to blow it up?
Yeah, well,
that's the best way
just
to
making
take
a cut, you know.
Yeah, trying to play some defense. That's Bledsaw's first after fouling out in the Bentonville West game. Williams, fadeaway jump shot, saved by the offensive rebound. Johnson inside. He might have switched pivots. Williams up for 2. He'll get fouled. A controversial call, according to the fans of the Wildcats.
That could have been a jump ball. That could have been a nothing, but I don't know that that was a foul.
But it's a discretion call, and that call
sometimes it looks rough. I mean, when you just have your hand on top of the ball, it looks rough.
Well, from the angle as well, he was on this side of the floor on the left side, and so you see the contact more so from that angle, as Williams will sink the first, putting it at a now 4-point ball game. Brown will come in. Crone will come in as well.
This is crunch time. I'm really curious right here with the 1:49 left to play in regulation. How are the Wildcat offense going to look right here? Are we going to run some plays? Are we going to set some ISOs? What's the plan?
Yeah, and Washington will come back. He will give another weapon to the Wildcats on the offensive end. Bledsaw on him, I guess, will do a defense for offense substitution here on out. That second free throw no good for Williams. Now a 4-point ball game in favor of the Wildcats. 1:37, so we've got to go. If you're the Wildcats, you don't have to really force it, but you'd like to extend it. Muldrew met by 2.
A good 2 here would be great. Just a good 2-point play.
A 3 would ice it. A 2 would do the same. Fade away. Jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Odie Williams. He's got Bradford in stride. Pull up. 3. It's pure. It is pure. And you see Brad Stamps doing a little dance on the sideline. He was very ecstatic with that 3.
Down to a 1-point ball game. Get it on the cross court. I think we got the timeout. We got the timeout.
They're going to call it, but they called it from over here.
Yeah.
Brad Stamps
he's
knows
saying
it.
It's 10 seconds off the clock. How's that not a violation?
That is what he's saying. And I don't know if anybody's realized this. If we were a big broadcast with a lot of cameras, we would put a camera on Stamps. We put a camera on Deffenbaugh. Because the theatrics of these two coaches are its own show in itself. That will be a timeout called, the full timeout. That's all Coach Deffenbaugh has left to call. So we'll take a full timeout with him. 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. A 1-point ball game in favor of Har-Ber. We'll be right back.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Welcome back. Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, proud to bring you Wildcat basketball. I'm Connor Jenkins alongside Jared Park, and we've got ourselves a ball game, Mr. Park.
Whoa, Nelly, we got a barn burner right here in Fayetteville.
We do. Back and forth we go, and I don't think it's going to get any different. Is Bradford, he pulled the Curry era move. He just pulls up transition from 3. That's the go-ahead shot. That's a senior that it has a lot of trust from his head coach, who just takes a shot. That could have changed the entire ball game off a miss. Instead, 1-point advantage now for Har-Ber.
No matter how this ends, it's going to be exciting with a 1-point ball game. 50 seconds left here.
Interesting to see if Fayetteville will send 2 defenders. Instead, the foul called. We are not near the bonus.
Not even close.
On either team.
2 team fouls apiece right here.
Only way you're going to the free throw line right now for these teams is a shooting foul, most likely. Washington gets inside Muldrew.
Yeah, because you're not going to give fouls, not on a 1-point ball game. Fayetteville's going to try and play some tough defense right here. Keep it to a 1-possession game.
They also have fouls to give, so they are willing to play physical. They want to. They send the double, Fayetteville does, but then they also send it back. They come at it, and then they send it back. They're basically pushing Muldrew up. He fade away, jumper, gets it! Muldrew. Stamps has a timeout. Brown, inside for 2. It doesn't matter. Now he takes it. He wants to slow the clock down. The clock was not going to stop, by the way. 70-69, a 1-point game. If you're Fayetteville, I took the timeout last time. This is a 30, by the way. We'll stay right here. You're Fayetteville, Brad Stamps. What's the game plan?
Well, it's not going to be the foul, because they'd have to give up 3 before they could put us on the line. So there's nothing to do here but play good, tough defense right here. Hope you get the turnover or they miss a shot.
But this is also a position where they can play tough defense.
Yeah.
Because if they don't like what they're seeing and if Har-Ber beats it, foul.
Yep.
They've got 2 technically to give until the bonus. You can play as physical as you want to with a lot of relief.
Yeah.
But either way, if they do foul Har-Ber in this situation, other than Har-Ber hitting a 3 coming down the other end, this will be a 1-possession ball game, and the chances.
If I'm Har-Ber, I'm going for an easy 2. Get down there and get the 2, take the 3.
And make Fayetteville beat you, or tie it with a 3.
Yeah.
I agree. You've got to get the buckets where you can. Yes, a 3-point basket would ice it, but you can't trust that percentages-wise.
Yeah.
A 3 is a lower percentage.
Yeah, you get a runner going the other way, and a layup wins it for you. So you got to be careful here.
You've also just got to stay true. No offensive fouls, no mix-ups.
And we're staying with Crumby in the game.
Grundy, I think they're trusting his maybe free throw shooting more than they're trusting others. They foul on Wood. That was about 3 seconds.
We can do that. We can do that right there 2 more times. That'll be great.
Yeah, that was about 3 seconds off the clock. 3 seconds that the Bulldogs do not want to waste. They were seeing if they could maybe get the steal off the inbounds, but they're not guarding the ball.
Yep, 2 more to go before we go into the free throw line.
Their hope is they can tie up one of the guards of the Wildcats, but not guarding the ball. The pass is going to be clean.
Oh, God, pulled the jersey right there. That was 0.6 seconds to get that foul.
That's smart.
It looks like that's their plan, is go ahead and let them try and do it and see what we got to do to tie or win.
Well, it's got to be with 9. You don't have enough time to get the luxury of a steal unless it's immediately off the inbounds. Because as soon as the Wildcat players get the hand on the ball, it's got to be a foul. Yeah, even before the play on that one.
They were doing the same thing. They're holding Hayden Wood, too.
But that didn't lose. That's the smartest play on that one because you didn't lose a single second.
Right. They really basically did that twice, too. And 9 seconds, 9.2 left on the clock is a lot of time to get it down there. Get your 2 if that's what you can get, or get the 3.
And there's a different coaching philosophy when it comes to kind of situations like these. Muldrew hits it. Do you foul?
Yeah, surely Tommy does. The whole way up the court, we got 2 to give, so you know he's going to try and get on some fouls.
Yeah.
It would be my guess. Make him throw it in and earn it.
Yeah, any momentum that you have. Oh, Tommy Deffenbaugh calling for the timeout. Any momentum that you have, if you're Fayetteville, can be stopped immediately by a foul by Har-Ber. And that should be a 60-second timeout. We're going to stay right here, though, because we've got 9 left.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of action. Our sponsors, thank you so much for making this possible, but we've got to stay right here because we're going to see if it's possible the Har-Ber Wildcats come away with the win, up by 3. And if you're Tommy Deffenbaugh, what's the philosophy? What's the strategy here?
Yeah, no turnovers for one. But, hey, I want to talk about the free throws right there. Those were huge. Cortland stepped up and hit the bottom of the net on both of those.
He's had a little bit of a frustrating night from the free throw line. He hasn't hit as many as he usually does. Missed a pair earlier consecutively, which he never does. Hayden Wood will come back into the ball game. But it is a 3-point ball game, which means, 1, the cardinal rule, never foul a 3-point shooter. That is where you do not want to get caught because then you put them on the line and you give them 3 free ones to beat you. But also, like you said, they get any momentum, foul.
Yep.
You've got 2 to go until bonus, and even in the bonus, they only get 2 of them.
Yep. You got a man up right here, the whole court right here.
Yep, you got to make every single second grueling. If you're Fayetteville and Brad Stamps, you've got to assume it's going to Bradford.
Yeah. I'm surprised we're guarding the ball right here.
You want to make it a hard pass, but I also understand the approach of not guarding the ball. You can run the baseline. They want to avoid the fouls. They get it into Brown, not guarded. He'll pull up, 3, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Bledsaw. Blue-collar worker.
Blue-collar worker doing the dirty work right there. Good job, Trey.
If you are Fayetteville, that is the shot you wanted.
Yeah.
That's Xavier Brown in stride, pulling up, legs in motion. That's what you want.
Yeah, they've made 20 of them tonight, felt like.
Yeah, I mean, that is the shot you want. We see fans already leaving the stadium. But Bledsaw is not the best of free throw shooters.
Oh, he's got this. Look at this. Boom.
Jinx.
No. Optimist.
The only team with a timeout left, Fayetteville.
Yeah.
But they've got 1.
Bledsaw's going to drop this one right here. And
if he doesn't,
the corks are going to pop and the confetti's going to start coming down.
Wow. Coach Stamps and the Fayetteville Bulldogs in an attempt. This is a different approach as well, philosophy-wise. You want to ice the free throw shooter, but now if you get the rebound, you've got to go.
Yeah.
You don't got another timeout.
Right.
You've got to go. So he's trusting that his players can make the right play. But, I mean, in that situation, late game, Xavier Brown, you got him. You got what you wanted. You would have maybe wanted a Bradford 3 as well, but your 2 seniors that have done it for you all night, those got to be the players.
And it only took him about 4 seconds to get down there. We're looking at 3.9 on the clock, so anything's possible.
You avoided the fouls as well. That's what Har-Ber looked like they were coming out to do.
They were soft on the D because they didn't want to foul.
Yes. but 3.9.
Had one to give, though.
B.J. Grundy will come back after this timeout, most likely for the guard play.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bledsoe's at the line, so he'll probably come in for him when he makes it.
Well, he already checked in, I think.
When he makes it.
Okay, so he's in. Muldrew will stay. No. There's only 4 Wildcats.
Who's it going to be? Is it Muldrew? Muldrew.
Muldrew's got the cramp.
Getting the last little rub in on that cramp.
So one of the biggest free throws of Bledsoe's career coming up.
No worries. My man Trey, let's go. Taven, let's do this.
He sinks it. A massive free throw. Gets it inside Bradford. He's fouled immediately. They wasted a little more time off the clock as well.
With 4 points, we didn't need to foul there. They got a chance to make it, get a tip. I mean, I'm nervous.
From half court, though, that might be the momentum.
Yeah.
And you see Fayetteville fans, they're leaving. And Coach Effenbaugh, he's saying, no, let them have what they want. Do not touch them.
No fouls.
3 fade away, and that is the ball game. The Har-Ber Wildcats come off the frustrating loss to Bentonville West in overtime, but they come back with a statement win. The Har-Ber Wildcats, the reigning conference champions from last year, they strike back here in third game of conference. They advance to 2-1 in the 6A West.
Yeah, and they showed some poise and some confidence right here in a testy ball game and a testy place to play, and they really showed some maturity and some poise. I'm really impressed. Team basketball all night, a lot of tough defense from every kid wearing a blue jersey now that we've established they're blue.
Yeah, they land the right hook, but the left hook is important for tomorrow. You've got Bentonville at home, the home opener against a very good Bentonville Tigers team. So, as I said, you landed one punch. Can you get the knockout tomorrow to advance to 3-1 in conference? That's an important stretch.
Yeah, going to be some good basketball coming up here in the next month.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of good basketball coming up. We've got tomorrow, I will not be with you. Mr. Park will be with you at the arena, not with the live stream. Landon West, thank you. He will be taking that game tomorrow for the Har-Ber Wildcats. It's sure to be a good one, both men's and women's. On behalf of Dr. Cleveland Athletic Directors Keith Thimple, Chris Wood, Eric Burnett, and the SAF man himself, Donald Tucker, that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm Connor Jenkins. He's Jared Park. And we'll see you tomorrow, Wildcat Faithful.
Go Cats.